What's up, guys? Who all we got hanging around? Todd Carr just jumped in. Salt, Jeffrey Dawson, Matt, Eminem Knives, Marco, Paul Mills, Ground Fog. Hey, I got a challenge for you guys. I don't have a prize. I apologize. But without this browser, if you can here, Grand Thumb's video from today was posted 9 hours ago, and it's Smith and Wesson pretty suck. Already, it's buffering already. I don't know what else to do, man. I'm plugged straight into a gig. I don't know what more a person can do to have a dependable internet for a live stream. But anyway, today's Grand Thumb video, this SNW 40 suck. He's pointing at some bullets with a pocket knife, and I want to know what it is. So if anybody's already seen it, if you caught it, if you don't mind, jump over the video without leaving here, of course. It shows from the thumb stud out to the tip, I know, and then he backs up and he's got it in his hand. But I can't tell enough about it. I'm just curious as to what I do this all the time with Demolition Ranch, trying to figure out what he's carrying. Let's see. Has anybody tried to answer yet? Shane's freezing could look worse. Oh. I want to show you the timestamp, but man, I can't seem to find it now. So you don't have to watch the whole video. It's got just a little bit of belly in it. What's up, Donnie? And it's a thumb stud knife, but I can't tell what it is.
What are you talking
about? A video Grand Thumb posted today. He's doing something with his pocket knife, and I was going to see if any of these guys caught what the knife is. There it is. It's at the 14-minute and 30-second mark. So if you y'all, without leaving, please jump over to the Grand Thumbs video from the day at 14:30 and see if you can tell me what that knife is. Or if you just have a good education, if you tell me what you think it is. Because you don't get to see the handle. You can see the jimping on the liners right at the very end, like the camera backs up. You can't see the scales at all, but the blade, it's a good looking blade, but I hate to say this, but I think it might be a CCP knife. I could be wrong. What's up, Donnie?
What up? What up? What up, everybody?
Or sure, can you show a screenshot? Sure. I guess I could do that. We're trying to guess that knife.
Yes, Kyle. Jesse, thanks, dude. It was cool that Bob DeMarco was down to interview me. That was pretty sweet.
I hadn't watched it yet. I knew I wouldn't be able to pay attention, so I was going to wait till after this.
It's not like you don't fucking know everything I'd say on there, but I was way too sober during it, but I think it went well.
Hang on, I'll put it up in front of the camera. Almost there. I do the same thing with Demolition Ranch all the time, but I think Demolition Ranch just carries cheap Chinese. I've never been able to recognize a knife that he carries. Here it is.
Diamond cables. That's fine.
I don't know why, dude. That screams CJRB to me, but I could be wrong. It is a thumb stud knife. You can see the studs, but it looks like it's hologram. So I don't know.
Fuck if I know.
It looks like it needs to go to Clean Work Knife Sharpening though. I could see the edge bevel, and it was not good.
It was not fucking great.
Yeah, but I think I think those guys just, most of them just carry junk knives because they're constantly prying with them and shit. But I don't know. But I've never been able to pick out like a name brand knife from those dudes. I do enjoy when I'm watching a video from somebody that has nothing to do with the knife community, and they take a CRK, a Chris Reeve out to open an electronics package, for what they're fixing to review. I'll even go to their channel and scan through to see if they've ever reviewed that knife. I ran into a guy in Gadsden today carrying I think he said it was a 9-year-old Benchmade mini grip with the hole. So that was cool.
My little sister has one. I bought her forever ago.
Yeah, or sure, you're right. It's expensive to want. And it's odd how
I ain't gone shooting forever, man. I can't afford that shit.
It's rare. It's odd how rare you see somebody that's both.
Yeah, it is usually one or the other.
Yeah. Or
if they're into knives, they're only into like cheap knives. They don't give a fuck about handmade.
My gun guy, the guy that's building mine right now, he's into knives for sure. I don't think the Dreadnought has thumb studs. It's definitely a thumb stud knife. I'm mad I didn't know that. Is that the same character that came up with rule number 9? Is he the one that carried the CT?
Where did that come from, rule number 9?
From NCIS. Shane, look at that blade. I did look at the blade, Kyle, but I don't know what it is. It looks familiar. That's the only reason why I asked. Now I'm going to have to stare at the comments because I don't want to miss it when somebody finally tells me what it is. If I'm bad about that, I'll ask a question and then lose my train of thought and not watch the comments. Oh, off the link I just posted. Well, I can't open a link from here, dumbass.
What about Boy Scouts, Paul? What are you talking about?
Link I'll send you, dumbass. So, Donnie, I did something new today.
What's
I
up?
made my very first kitchen knife.
All right.
You can still see a little scratch pattern. It's still got some cleanup to do. I'm kind of worried how thin it's going to be when after I clean. It's 7 thousandths. But except for right here, I don't think it'll zoom in close enough.
So
right in the middle.
So you made a sushi knife then? Like, what are you doing?
I just wanted to make a chef knife. I don't know.
No, fucking A. Thin to win. Fucking. What is it? What's it made of?
It's Nitro V, but right here,
yeah.
If you look real close, you can see the grip pattern. So I'm at 0 grind right there.
Yeah.
Didn't affect
sharpen it back a little bit. You'd be good to go.
Yeah. Once Kyle sharpens it, I can actually see just a little bit.
What up, Two Guns?
Neat, man, is other than those few shiny scratch spots you can see, Donnie, that's 36 grit. I understand how like Riot comes out with those real heavy, defined grind lines. I'm using 36 grit, and
but 36 grit's also like super inconsistent as far as like the way it scratches.
Yeah, I'm going to clean this up. So this belongs to Muirsalt, by the way. We've been discussing this for a while.
I don't even use 36 grit belts.
But I'm going to. I just got in some 240 grit today. I've already hit this with Scotch-Brite, and I mean it cleaned everything up except for.
I don't really use
those deepest lines right there. You don't do stock removal with 36 grit?
No, because if it bumps any spot that I don't want to bump, it's impossible to get that scratch out.
Yeah. That's going to cut some shit. That's what I was thinking. All the French eaters, snails. This thing ought to cut snails up really well.
That's cargo. Now we're getting real fancy.
Yeah. And then if our shear is in here.
Man, I get them from Phoenix Abrasives.
I was much happier with the grinds on this, though. I mean, you can still see some grind lines, but they're more consistent than the kitchen knife is.
Sure.
This isn't a knife I planned to produce. It was kind of step 2 of a knife that I was making for myself. The only thing, and I don't hate it, the only thing I think,
Man, I'll send you a message about it.
I think the general public might have a problem with this knife is the blade to handle ratio. There is more handle than there is blade.
I like stubby blade and full-size handle.
It's very comfortable, but as you can, I've got a 4.5-inch fist, and I've still got an inch hanging out to.
I've always liked a stubby fixed blade. Like, I don't need it to be a long-ass blade on a full-size handle. I don't need that daily, you know what I mean? I like a full-size handle, but I don't need a 4 or 5-inch blade. I only really need 3.5, 4 inches.
Dr. Drew, that's a great guess, but I don't think it's got enough belly to it. I know that knife very well. I almost bought it till I found out it wasn't American made. But yeah, just in case you have trouble
what up?
At a Publix parking lot, that right there would set somebody straight quick.
Straight quit.
Yeah. But and what's weird is, I made this and I thought, no, that's not what I was looking for, and I set it to the side. Then R. Shearer said he wanted it, so I'm going to finish it out for him. And now, like, the longer I've messed with it, the more I really like it.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. It reminds me of a Contego, I think.
I definitely had the Contego in mind, for sure. I've always been a big fan of the Benchmade.
I always thought it looked sweet. I never owned one, but
however, I started feeling Contego, but when I started out, I wanted to make a Rotten Designs Evo inspired fixed blade.
All right.
And I didn't hit it. I got closer to.
I mean, if the belly dropped down, it'd be closer. But
yeah, and theirs has the belly comes up. Up and into a choil. But I don't want to copy anybody exactly.
Cole, what up? Rocaz.
Cole, did I message you today, Cole, about
Marcel, what up, homie?
I think I thought to message you and then run out of time. I was heat treating today. I bet I didn't. All right, so Cole, since you're here, on your Crewwear prick,
what up?
I've softened the edges on that thing. I'm really happy with it the way it is. My plan was to apply epoxy, 550 wrap, apply epoxy, just to cover the first 4.5 inches in 550 cord. But I mean, you and I both know what that thing's for, and I don't think it's going to be a daily use item. I guess what I'm getting at is, do you want it wrapped in cord? Because if you don't care and it doesn't mean enough to you, I'll leave it the way it is. I like it the way it is, but that's completely up to you. Don't. If you answer me though, Cole, answer me on Instagram.
DNA.
I never seem to question, but send your answer to Instagram so I'll know. Greg Vanderlip's here. Aiden's here. War Room EDC. That's a really cool name.
Todd Carr, what up?
War Room EDC.
Yeah.
I've been a little anxious this week, guys. I'm having a pew made. And but we run into an issue with the buffer weight. It's a 8-inch barrel 9mm AR.
Working on that right now, Beanin.
And he didn't think about. Well, it's not that he didn't think about it. He kind of forgot that he couldn't just run the standard 5.56 buffer spring and stuff where it wouldn't run. So it's taking a little while to gather the parts up. Hopefully, I get to pick it up tomorrow.
Right.
If so,
dude, you get like a new gun like every other fucking week.
I'll have a picture of it soon. Maori Celeste is live right now, but I chose to be here instead. I am flattered, and I don't know who Maori Celeste is.
Oh, she's probably hot with that name, though. What up, Brian, by the way? How you doing, motherfucker? I still expect to be first on your, at least in the first 12 when you get that CNC, bitch.
I accused Donnie of freezing. It was me that froze.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I was talking. I was saying important fucking shit. God damn fuck.
tuning ARs is a pain. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we had all the parts there. Then you realized all they had was a standard 5.56 buffer spring and weight. So I hadn't got to pick it up yet. Yeah, 8-inch barrel. You know, little forearm brace. I'll be a fun
Speedy.
little.
Greetings, fellow biped.
If it's a chick and Brian is watching, she's definitely animated. I would
Oh
agree.
yeah, most definitely.
Fed Harrison, it is already there. All thugs, this batch, every thug I made and every joke wolf I made went to Satu Day for a hologram.
Every thug?
I apologize, all but one thug. I
Dude,
forgot that I kept Donnie's because he wants me to flat grind it.
also remind me, like tomorrow, like hit me up and I'll send you a picture of all the smaller fixies I've made, and you can just pick one, and that's the one I'll
Okay.
trade you up with.
And do you have a thorn?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have one ready, but I can get one ready right quick.
Okay. I mean, that was the one that you send me the picture anyway. I might see something a lot better, but I really like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Cool.
What happened to single action revolvers? Great
Single
self-defense tools, man. You know, my daughter's looking into her first self-defense tool, and I've tried really hard to talk her out of an automatic, just because I've tried to explain to her. You know, I know it looks older, but I was going to get her a new model, but with that you click it back.
I mean, yeah, you can't go wrong with a wheel gun.
It fires every single time.
Other than ammo, I mean, but
Yeah.
She ain't getting into a fucking firefight, you know?
God forbid she ever need it.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, yeah, a wheel gun, perfect choice.
Yeah, but she just...
Something rowdy. Show her some movies where Rod's got some badass wheel guns.
Well, in the movies, the guy with the revolver always kills all the dudes with machine guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Fuck Lethal Weapon alone.
Well, Snot Rag, dude, I spent about 2 weeks with a 44 that I had just practicing coming out of the holster and cocking on my way up. And I got to where I was just as fast with a wheel gun as I was, well, at least on the first shot. But easier to... My issue, Murasado, is I'm concerned about...
What up, dude?
I'm concerned about her short stroking it if she ever has to... If she ever has to rack the chamber. I know that I've watched several videos, and there's a Ruger 380 that is supposed to have the easiest pull on the slide of any gun out there.
I've played with a Ruger 380, and it was pretty easy to pull the slide.
Yeah.
You do it all one-handed and shit with your thumb.
Yeah, with my neuropathy, even I struggle with some guns to rack. It has to have really good texturing and.
Oh yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, it's embarrassing to admit. And dude, I've noticed on a lot of...
Get her a sweet like 2 or 4 shot Dillinger.
No, she wants an automatic. This is the thing though. She doesn't even care if it's a 22 LR. She just wants to...
I mean, nobody wants to get shot one way or the other, so
right.
It's gonna work.
Yeah. Don't get her a C camp. I don't know what that is, Arshear, but I wouldn't buy anything I haven't heard of.
I always wanted a 380.
My buddy, I learned this week that I probably should have already known. Every gun that I've checked, when you rack it, if the magazine is empty, it's really, really hard to activate the slide release. Like, they have to.
Oh yeah, I got you.
And then I'll tell me, well, when there's bullets in there, it's a lot easier. I don't understand the mechanics of that.
Right, you don't got to shoot nothing. You just got to go.
Even like an M&P Shield, I struggle to send the slide home.
Reload his ammo. I mean, come on, man. You can figure that out.
Yeah, Brian, I know California's got a lot of strict laws, but they also have a lot more like indoor ranges where you can just rent a gun. And that way you kind of get a feel for what you want, what you need. I mean, even little Ethan runs EDC. That dude's training weekly.
Yeah, dude, that dude's putting in work.
Yeah. And if all this shit that they're talking about on Sean Ryan, if any of it's true, we all need to be well versed.
I don't know who the fuck Sean Ryan is.
Well, don't find out.
All right.
Just avoid it. You're better off not knowing.
All right.
I'm hoping it's all made up bullshit.
I'll take your fucking word for it. Let's
Not that I
bullshit
think
about it.
Sean would lie, but his guests, he is subject to what his guests say. It
Sure.
kind of falls back on him. But
Donna, what up?
how we doing, Miss Donna?
You up just giving Matt shit?
Pretty sure the guy Sean interviewed walked back his statements. I get that, but a lot of his statements were just him repeating what, secondhand information. But a lot of people are saying that the email was
I feel
fabricated.
you, Donna.
I think him repeating information he had heard and being wrong is one thing, but if he fabricated an email, that's completely different. What does he say? Why does it say Buck Trunk Memo? I bet Memo's right. Big piece of plastic in the way, Shane. I don't know what he means.
Fuck if I know. We all over the place now.
Yeah. I do have a little bit of announcement.
Oh shit.
You know what? I think he's right. I don't know though. This one don't. No, well, it didn't have a hole in the blade though, did it? No, it did. That's a fucking Temu ad. God damn it! I hate Temu enough as it is, but then when you click on it, you got to hit back 47 times to get out of there.
Cat, fuck off. Hear that little bitch pawing at my door?
Now that could be it right there. The Buck Knives 252 trunk folding liner lock cleaver blade. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see the word buck on it, but he was showing
Buck.
He was showing the other side of the knife. So I think Memo may have nailed it. That makes me feel better that he's carrying a buck. I mean, I don't know if it's a U.S. made buck. I bet it ain't $25.
Bet it ain't. Shit.
And it do not say where it's made. Buck does do overseas production too, though, correct?
Fuck if I know, but probably.
Yeah, at $25, I'm sure it's made in China.
For sure.
Anyway, my announcement is,
Hey.
and I feel weird saying this, and I'm going to word it a little funny. My books aren't necessarily closed. I'd be glad to talk to anybody about anything. But guys, I have 52 knives to finish.
That's a lot.
If you wanted something that I'm not currently building right at this moment, it's going to be at least...
You're going to wait.
It's going to be at least 60 days, man. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff coming. But if you want something that I'm not already making at this moment, there's going to be a little bit of a wait. I hate to say my books are closed because every time I hear that, I'm like, well, fuck that guy, because I'm not going to be around when they reopen. I'm not going to know when they reopen. Like I said, be more than glad to talk to you about anything. I just want people to know that.
Arshier for sure.
Yeah. Arshier, it is a nice problem. And don't get me wrong, not all those knives are sold. A good bit of them are. But not all those knives are sold.
But pace yourself, man, because as nice as a problem as that is, it's also a daunting thing to think about doing. You know?
I'm hoping the most daunting part is over, dude. Heat treating all that shit.
Well, yeah, but then
and I finished today.
I'm in 69 is going to take you.
I've got 2 knives at the shop that aren't heat treated, and they were different steels than what I've been doing. But everything else is done. Matter of fact, when my alarm goes off on my phone, we're only going to run for about 2 hours tonight because I got to do a temper swap.
Nice.
Yeah. So, flashlight nuts, especially those Olight flashlight nuts, mirror salt. Kevin Smith and knives, man, I'm glad you said that, dude. I knew there was somebody that had claimed a knife, and I couldn't for the life of me remember who it was. I kept coming up with the same name, but I can't remember what his name was now. He's here a good bit. Man, I'm glad you said that. Kyle, please screenshot that or write it down, because I do not have Kevin Smith and knives on the books. But I think we talked about something I'm already making. Because this is what I've got coming, guys. I've got, I think I've got about 15 thugs, some in crew wear, some in Nitro V, and I've got 3 Joke Wolves available in K390.
P&W, he's still gonna shake his titties though.
And then I've got like 1 Goon. I had 1 Heathen, but it's claimed. I've got more steel though, so all I'm saying is I'm not ordering any more steel until what I've got is done, and I do have 3 feet of crew wear. So if it was a Kevin Smith, if it was a Heathen, I can get that shaped out in heat tread, no problem.
Kathleen, what up?
Yeah. And guys, I know for a fact that I never thought I'd have to make this announcement or whatever you call it, but it's solely because of this knife community. These guys have been, you guys have just been awesome, man. Shane, hold the Joke Wolf until we talk after live. Okay. Thank you, Kyle. I can't remember who it was. I kept thinking it was. That's going to drive me nuts now. Because he's always kind of in the background. He don't talk a whole lot, but he's in a lot of the lives, but I can't remember his name. Is Tina in here? I got 2 mods tonight. Y'all fuck around and find out.
That's right.
I'm double modded.
Uh-oh.
There's actually 3 mods on this channel. 1, I've only seen him in here a couple of times. And may I suggest that you call your next design the Hoon? I mean, you could suggest it. I'd really like to know where Hoon came from. If you notice, all of my, I don't want to call them self-defense knives or combat knives, whatever. All those knives, the names all have something in common. It's pretty much they're named after degenerates, thugs, goons, heathens. And then I've got, I think, 5 or 6 homesteads. My homestead is just a 154C. A Nitro V, 3 3 3/4, 4-inch bladed, like bushcraft knife. Yeah, Dan is the 3rd mod, but he's rarely ever in here. He don't hang out like he used to, but he's a
Maddie, yeah.
What's up, Autumn Wind? New Year Cheetolutions.
See? Yep. No love around here.
I still want a large harpoon spade recurve chopper.
I mean, you can tie me out, Kyle, but I'm live, so that ain't gonna quiet me down, bud.
I have made my first 2 choppers. I'm not gonna mention who they were for because part of it's kind of a secret, but man, those things have been an absolute nightmare for me because
Donna, I do stir the pot a little bit when I need to.
Yeah, the customer's been waiting way too long, but that's
all my customers, and they're all super awesome and like understanding that. Well, I suck and shit happens, so you guys are awesome. Thanks.
Well, it's different when it's on you. I mean, it's on you because you sold them the knife.
Yeah,
everything's on you.
Always.
But when you're depending on other people who are also doing this to make a living, and then
as far as your customers concerned, it's on you, not them.
Right. It doesn't matter if Peters is doing your heat treat and they keep it 6 months.
Exactly.
It's on you. Yeah. But I'm anxious. Those are supposed to be here Monday. So if I get those back Monday, for sure, those are the very first knives I'm finishing. I have to finish those knives. Because once again, I made a mistake of taking some money up front. And every time I do that, man, it bites me in that. Something happens and they wait too long.
That's why I don't do that shit, man. I can't do it.
I won't do it again. I was just at a point, though, at that point in time where, hey, can you make me a knife? That I didn't even have the money to buy the steel.
No, I know. I've done it at times too because of that. But it always fucks you over, or makes you fucking hate yourself for doing it.
Yeah. And Brian, in case you're wondering, I'm not talking about you. This batch was just 4 knives, and they've been out a lot longer. So knives, learn you get paid for before shipping. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ain't shipping my shit out without getting paid, but you pay me and then you get a fucking picture of your goddamn box in the mail.
What's up, Aiden?
Illuminati, what up? Aiden, what up?
That's nice. Could have been changing.
You know what up?
I could put them on the exhaust manifold of my Ford.
What's that?
That was nice.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't realize I got some inside information on kitchen knives today, something I didn't know.
Man, that tracks with charities.
And I am more than willing to admit when I don't know something. But super high-end kitchen knives have a very slight hollow down the middle that you can't even really see. And what that is there for is it allows your tomato slice to fall off the knife. Keeps it from sticking. This does not have that. This is ground very thin and it should be very slicey. However, as you can see how thin it is there. It is my first and it does not have that. So
Mimo, thanks, dude. Yeah, it was a good time. Bob DeMarco's a super nice dude, easy to work with, and he's down to have me back live sometimes. So yeah, it went really well.
Yeah, once you've done an interview with Bob, it's not hard to get back on if you've got some information you need to share.
For sure.
A new model, whatever. Bob's a good guy. The only thing I will say, Bob is almost slightly intimidating, just because
he's very professional and
so professional. Exactly.
And if y'all watch it, you notice that I'm like way too sober because I was trying to like not be an asshole to this dude while I was like on his live shit or recorded shit. But no, man, everything about it was like smooth sailing, fucking chill as fuck.
Archer, I'm not a big gum guy. I mean, I guess you could pay me in Grizzly Wintergreen long cut.
Shit, that's a lot of rolls, son.
Yeah, that's 6 rolls. I cut him a good deal on this one because
you already know the fucking conversion. He's like, yeah, that'll not be 6 rolls.
I just know what I pay for it. I wasn't planning on finishing this knife. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually.
Oh, fuck.
I'm really proud of this grind. Kyle's going to be pissed because
I was always in the principal's office.
You see that tip? I was concerned about the tip breaking on it. So just that last 1/4 inch is
Aiden, I was hitting the pen and shit during it. I was even drinking beers during it. I was just not under my usual regimen.
So Kyle, I may hit that on the work shark before I send it to you, because it is nice and thin. It's very thin, except from here up. From here up,
fucking pry bar.
So, you could almost call it that. I mean, but technically, if you're making a hard use knife, it should get thicker at the tip.
I felt like that though, more so when I was on there, man. I felt weird as fuck. I didn't like that it was recorded. If it was live, I felt like I would have been way more chill.
Yeah.
Same with when Pocket Razors did his. He was like, "Oh, this is recorded," and I was like, "What?
That's like if Stevie called me and said, 'Hey Shane.'"
But why am I more weird about being recorded than I am about being live? Like that.
I don't know, but like if Stevie called and said, "Hey Shane, let's jump on StreamYard on Tuesday at 6 and record this quick video," and I agreed to it, and then something happened and I couldn't make it. No disrespect to Stevie, but I wouldn't feel bad if I had to call him. Like, "Hey man, this came up.
Right.
I have to reschedule." But when it happened with DeMarco, I did, man.
Yeah. He's, like I said, he's so fucking professional. He's got his shit all lined out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just what he does for a living, though.
And but he's also just a fucking nice dude.
Patina Turner, no sir. This is a Saratoga bottle of water, and my wife prefers when I use this because you can't see through it, so she don't have to see it. I mean,
spitters are fucking disgusting looking.
They are disgusting. It disgusts me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it. I've chewed before.
The worst, that's happened to me 4 or 5 times in my life. I left somebody's house and realized that I left my spitter there. So now somebody else is going to have to pick up my nasty ass spit bottle and throw it away. I always offer to come back, but
Donna, you gonna turn 60 at Blade this year? That's fucking rad. You know, I already got a table. We'll have to have some drinks or whatever. Whatever's appropriate.
I've got those pricks, dude. That pretty much is a sharpened. It's just like a 9-inch Crewware pry bar with a chisel tip.
I might have to have you make me one of those too. Not that I couldn't really make that pretty easily, but like I don't want to.
This is the thing, Don. This is something I learned a long time ago. You'd wonder why a knife maker would buy a knife from somebody else other than just a passion for knives. But if Donnie thought about the amount of time he would have to set aside to stop and make that, how much money could he have made making his knives in that same amount of time?
Right. Like, that's why I don't make myself my own shit.
That's like, people give me a hard time because I'm not rich, but I pay somebody to mow my grass. They're like,
fuck yeah.
You're poor. Why would you pay somebody to mow your grass? Like, because if I have the energy to mow my grass, I have the energy to go to the shop and make a lot more than $40 fucking.
That's right.
I'm paying that kid to mow my grass.
Money. Hell yeah.
Right. Donna, that's hilarious. That would strengthen our friendship if you mail me back my kids' dirty diapers on them to your house.
That's fucking awesome. Gnarly. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it is better than an A1 bottle. In a live stream a long time ago, I couldn't believe nobody caught it, dude. I was spitting in this white plastic bottle with a purple label on it, and nobody, I don't know if you could ever see the name, but I thought just that white bottle with the purple label, everybody knew. It was Miralax. It was an empty Miralax bottle.
Mm.
But I've been on pain meds for 10 years. Miralax is part of I consume Miralax every day. If I don't, it gets horrible. I was surprised nobody caught it. Mark said to forget about his prick. Oh, don't forget about his prick.
Sometimes, Stevie.
Yeah. You got one coming, Mark.
I haven't grown in a long time, though. I need to.
I've got yours set aside, Cole's set aside, and Patina's set aside. That's the only 3 that I know of that for sure said they wanted a prick. So if you wanted one and I didn't just call your name, let me know on Instagram because I've got the material to make more right now. Hey, I'm not rich, but I just look at that, the amount of energy that I would expend and the time that I would spend, I could use it better because I am limited, guys. There's day I worked really hard today. I didn't hit a lick of a snake yesterday. I just wasn't feeling it, and so I just when I'm feeling good, that's when I have to go to the shop and work. I'm not going to waste that time doing something else. For some reason, I'll never cook in the hour it would take.
Fuck you, Brian. I don't want to hear it. No, I don't care. I don't care if that aligns with anything we just said. You're wrong. Shut up.
You can touch it, Stevie. Oh, that's weird how you get to know people.
But then you got to drive for the food, Brian, and then you're risking life. You could get in a car accident, and then you got to take risk into the equation. You're good at math. You need to come up with a spreadsheet, homie. I want to see it tomorrow, 7 a.m.
And Mark, message me on Instagram and let me know, do you want it bare bones or do you want it cord wrap for a handle? You too, Patina. Also, I know this is a long shot, but somebody in this live stream
I've seen
a couple months ago told me that they wanted either a thug or a joke wolf, but they wanted it with no scales on it. And I cannot for the life of me figure out who it was.
No
Some
scales.
of y'all know what I'm talking about.
Like skeletonized? Just bare handle?
I think they want to install scales. Yeah. Can you do hemp with epoxy? I guess if I had some hemp.
Same risk, Brian, more reward.
Yeah. And PNW, I hadn't forgot about you.
For your eternal soul.
Your homestead is heat treated, awaiting finishing. Yeah, I mean, Cheeto, was it you that said the next time you got to me you wanted it without scales? Was that you, Cheeto? Jute cord, yeah. Yeah, I can get some jute cord, please. I can do that. I mean, I got to go on Amazon and order it and all that stuff. So I had
What the fuck is jute cord? I just
I don't know, but I used jute micarta on Stevie's knife. By far the strongest scale material ever. It literally destroyed my bandsaw. It is the toughest scale material I've ever messed with. But since you want black jute, Patina? Because I'm going to order it right now or I'll forget. Fast food is linked to mental illness. I don't doubt that at all. I think not growing up outside is linked to mental illness. I think that's when everything went to shit. Natural brown. You want it really ugly. I mean, it is jute cord. That brown jute cord just has a.
But what's jute cord made out of?
It's just like that frictionless you twine. Like there's little.
It's like
little
hemp.
fibers sticking out of it.
It's like hemp.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Do you know what millimeter you want, Patina?
5-door. What up? What up? The fucking blade has been beating my ass. It's about to be sweet though. If whatever I do to it, I pull off tomorrow. Otherwise, I just have to resand it. It's no big. I'm not gonna ruin it again.
Does that look good to you, Tina? See what I'm talking about though, Donnie?
Yeah, it just looks like hemp rope.
Yeah, it reminds me of what they used to tie.
Or like naval rope is woven out of whatever the fuck that looks like.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Visually, that it looks what it looks like to me.
I just got a message. I think it pertained to this topic. So, 550 cord or hemp?
Oh, it's actually
right now. 550 cord is going to look better.
I just had no idea.
But the hemp is probably going to be more. You're going to get more. Yeah, it's binder's twine.
5-door. I'm way ahead of you, man. So I'll just tell you. I want to do a dark hand pull satin on basically everything except for the main bevel grind.
Did I order that potato? Dang it, I had it pulled up. I don't think I even ordered it.
I got it all masked off with fucking nail polish right now, waiting until the morning to dip it in the acid.
I showed it to you, then didn't order any.
Corcoris? Oh, Latourus?
When I heard black jute micarta, though, what I pictured was ugly.
I had you pics.
And then when I got it to make Stevie's knife,
I mean, pretty fucking friendly, I'd say, Donna. If not,
it's by far my favorite. It's by far my favorite of all the micartas I've ever used. How LGBTQ friendly is this stream? We don't care. We don't ask. Don't care. Unless, I mean, if you start baiting people with questions, you can argue with them.
Stevie, I'm feeling pretty happy tonight, my friend.
All right, Patina, it's on its way. We all gay, yeah. My wife's gay. Everybody's gay.
I mean, gay for sure. Stevie gay for sure. Shane gay.
Yeah.
Kyle super gay.
Y'all think I'm kidding?
So I mean, it would appear that we are not sensitive to it, but
no, we're not. We're only sensitive. I'm only sensitive to hate, really.
Yeah. We just don't like assholes that are about hate
anything that
more than me or Kyle.
It's only gay if your balls do it. I thought it was only gay if you looked each other in the eye.
No. As long as you wear gloves, it's not gay.
Oh, now you got to wear gloves too.
No, I'm saying if you wear gloves, it's not gay because you're not touching, right?
Thanks, Matt. That's got your. Gotcha. Now Cole messaged.
Kyle, you got purple hair and you drive a Subi? I didn't know that, bud.
Who does?
Well, Kyle does.
My wife has purple hair and drives a Subaru. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Is my wife. Purple hair, Subaru driver, definitely gay. Yeah. Cole, let me know. Do you want black 550 cord or that natural jute? I'm not buying it.
How do you feel about this? Fuck those people.
Socks on, no gay. Man, y'all put way too many limitations on it at this point. I mean, two dudes can't just rub the tips together and That's not right. I'm pretty sure my Boy Scout leader I'm sure my Boy Scout leader told me the same thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Kyle, you'd have a fucking Subaru. Don't act like you wouldn't. Somebody give you a fucking 500 horse WRX, you know you'd take it.
Fuck yeah, I'd take a Rex any day. I'll beat the shit out of him, leave it on the side of the road. I mean, you know.
Yeah, Donna, we could get into muddy water on that. I respect what you're saying. I don't have a problem with choices. With
You'd like to
choices
talk to me
that
about
adults
that
make.
offline.
Adults can make whatever choice they want to, but I don't believe that warrants everybody having to acknowledge it. So there's that.
Jeffrey Dawson, fucking A. Love it.
Sorry, bing bonged you, Shane, on that cord right now too. Oh, that's fine. If I had to like 3D, I would rather be gay than straight. Real girls are.
No, Brian, they're not.
Well, I'll say this.
Depends on how.
Brian is more
Depends on
right.
how your role is in the relationship.
Right, and Brian is more right in his location.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Brian is.
You can get a hot chick here just because she don't want to live in a single wide.
I'm just saying he's the sub in
Girls-
the situation.
right.
So
Girls in California are not all of them.
in the words of Tweeter, panty droppers.
Yeah, but yeah,
This is Tweeter. He drinks beer.
Tweeter.
Dude, that movie's fucking gold. I don't care.
Kyle, you're right. Regardless whether you're going to touch it, what you're going to do with it. Nobody wants to see a hairy butthole.
Nope.
Well, some people do.
I mean, some people do actually. Yeah.
As long as they do it in the privacy of their home and don't force me to accept it. That's all I care about. Speak for yourself. This chat.
I don't know, Donna. That's getting into like Pornhub territory now.
But Todd Carr, I'm sure you've been here for Brian to explain it. For Brian to simp over a female, she would have to be perfect, and there are no perfect females in his mind. The closest thing to perfect he can find is animated females, and they're much easier and cheaper to simp over. So I get it. I ain't saying that's how I'd want to live my life, but I get it.
Kyle or to piss on.
Yeah. Or shut up. Or not testify. Paying them not to testify, that's the one that's going to cost you.
Yeah. You better beat them a little harder next time, bud, if they're thinking about it.
I used to offend the hell out of people, and I worked at the tattoo shop. Me and my roommate in my room. There was a closet that his deceased great aunt, all her stuff was in it, so I didn't use it. So I went to Office Depot and had a sign made, and hung on that door. It said "Dead Hooker Storage."
I said, "Oh yeah, American baby."
Even them knives, you got a hairy butt for a little butt you have.
Marcel, you get those French hookers that can cook. That's nice.
I pay hookers for recipes. You find the right one.
Making you a souffle and shit, motherfucker.
You get a recipe for meth. Make yourself some money.
Rip Eminem.
I will say, it seems like that epidemic has slowed down some. Maybe I'm just not out enough.
Yeah, I'm not in the pit hair either. That's great.
I'm not seeing the meth tweakers as much as I used to. Maybe I'm just not in the right places. I know they still exist, but it seemed like they were on every corner a few years ago. I don't know why I'm sitting here checking my phone while I'm on a live stream. Black 550 code, bam.
Marcel, for sure. My homegirl lived there for a while. She was modeling, and she lived in fucking, I don't know, Paris, somewhere around there, for like, I don't know, 3 years.
That's the one you sent me a picture of?
Dude, yeah. And all her
way too
homegirls
to be a Parisian model, dude.
Sexy.
All them French models are skin and bones. That girl was Good.
Oh man. Oh.
Maybe that's what I'll start doing. My live streams is just sitting there answering text, Instagram messages.
Todd Carr, but only
I
from
appreciate all y'all.
only from like here up.
A bouncy bush is okay.
As long as it's the pad, that's fine. But down below, you got to trim that up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get into that. I don't know what I'd do if it ever went bad. Like I legit can't. I can't even look.
If what?
Just hair.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I know.
Like, there's this chick on Instagram. I know she got a really successful OnlyFans dog.
Pad is fine, but the rest got
her little channel name's Bree After Dark, and I think she's probably in her 40s. She's still really attractive. She looks a lot younger than she is. And I've never subscribed to her OnlyFans, but I followed her on Instagram forever. And one day she posted a picture. And after seeing it, dude, I had to unfollow her. I couldn't anymore.
Wait, she posted a picture on Instagram? So was she wearing a bikini and just had bush, like 70s bush just hanging out?
No, she was just like, had the front pulled down a little bit so you could see. Nothing against that. It just ain't for me.
Well, that's because hair in your mouth is gross.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. Man, I keep my shit trimmed so motherfuckers don't be getting hair in the mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I spent a lot of time down there. And I want it to be comfortable.
Donna, you are making this so much fucking worse for Matt, and I fucking am here for it because my mom is a fucking asshole like you and says the most heinous, fucked up shit in front of my friends over the years.
Also, Donnie, I meant to tell you, this thing out of temper was like this. I was really proud.
Yeah, what'd you do?
I've taken out some, well, I started, tapping it with a tungsten hammer.
Yeah,
what I figured out is you have to get right up to that line of where, oh my God, I'm going to break it. And that's when it starts working.
Yep.
But what's crazy.
Dude, I hit it so hard that I chipped the edges off and they like fly at me.
But this is what got me, dude. I was hitting it pretty damn hard with a tungsten hammer. And I know all the, it's just covered in dots where I'd hit it. So I, run my fingernail across it.
Kyle, I'll get back to that.
There was no texture.
Yeah.
I mean, that is 64 HRC Nitro V though.
Oh, I mean, everything I've hit with my tungsten hammer, there are fucking 2,000 deep fucking divots in it.
I got no divots. There was, I promise you.
Dude, I mean,
I can do it again tomorrow to prove it to you. But I was hitting the shit out of it. Got all the warp out. There was dots all over it. They were just like little smears. There was no texture.
Nice. I don't hold on. Where is this coming from? Like, I didn't get one dick pic, and Ernie definitely don't need none either. What are you talking about, lady? Matt, did you give her too much meds tonight? Kyle, my dad, he had like a Magnum PI mustache like my whole life. Like he always had one of those.
Like Velcro down there.
And he would fucking, but it was like bushy, it stuck out, you know what I mean? And he'd be eating soup or whatever, and I'd be like, Dad, dude, your shit is all up in your fucking mustache. He'd be like, and like slurp it out of his mustache. Dude, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen ever. And he used to do it all the time just to gross me out. I'm like, dude, you are fucking so nasty.
Because mine will poke out if I don't use my Said Stevie beard wax.
Right.
I really use it more on my mustache than I do my beard. And that stuff smells great, but let me tell you this. It does not taste great. Stevie, you need to work on that.
Yeah, put some flavor up in that bitch.
The beard balm does not taste very good.
And that's also not good for the ladies, man. If they're kissing up on you and you got this balm up on you that don't taste good, like that needs some flavor.
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way, Kyle. When it gets into the corners, you see my goatee don't attach.
Yeah, mine don't either.
When it gets to the corners, I can feel it.
You can clearly see it. Look, it's just
because I'm fat. I can feel it poking beneath me.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like it on my own hair
Guitar pick
poking.
last game.
Yeah, you did, Donna. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. I totally forgot. Sorry.
What are you talking about,
You
Archie?
are a dirty bitch, so I mean, you know.
What are you talking about? You're not supposed to eat it, Archie. What are you talking about? What are you not supposed to eat?
Matt, I feel you, man. If you ever meet my mom, you'll fucking completely. You'll be like, they're the same person.
I really hope I don't fuck this thing up, cleaning it up anymore, because I'm really proud of it. My first one. Yeah, checking it to this one, it's perfectly straight now.
Yeah, no, looks good. It's crazy what those hammers will do, man.
It is crazy, and you'd think
is-
you would lay it, with the bow up, so
Right.
that you could beat the bow out of it, but you don't. You lay it cup up.
Because you actually have to stretch the steel back up.
Right, and you hit it. You start hitting it here, working your way out, and it's just lay down flat.
I am not bringing my mom to Blaze, so I cannot handle that. I don't think you understand it. Matt is a stronger man than I.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we've been trying to get my whole family to come down there because.
Oh, she's talking about a guitar pick.
No, I know. I totally forgot.
Okay, I didn't know if you caught that.
But now she's talking about me bringing my mom to Blade. Only if all the other siblings go too, man. I can't do that.
God, it's funny you say that, because my pawpaw was one of the most famous moonshine runners in the Southeast, and I found out his secret years later.
All right, War Room. You have a good night.
People would talk about you could drink 5 Bill Moore's moonshine, get drunk, party for 3 days. This Bill Moore was putting methamphetamine in his moonshine. People would pay double for it.
Dude, I'm not into doing meth, but goddamn, that sounds like I need to try it.
Yeah. Well, he's passed away now.
Rip.
He was an original outlaw.
Alive. That would be fucking hilarious. I might have to.
I know people that think they outlaws. That man was, but he was also a fucking Robin Hood, because he died. He lived poor and died poor. So more moonshine and drugs than anybody in the state of Georgia, and never had a dime, because he bought kids' school clothes with it and paid people's power bills and bought them groceries. And
that's what happened to my fucking tattoo money. It got spent on everybody around me, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be driving a fucking Viper.
Bring her on alive, Donnie.
I should. She'd fucking get a kick out of it, even if she was only on for like a half hour.
Snowing like a mofo up in West Virginia, Mountain Mama, country roads, take me home. Right on the porch and scream it, Crispy.
Donna, fuck yeah, I do. Next time you see me, bring me some, please. Some real shit, not that homemade Everclear shit.
Kyle, I am a little scared of your mom. She intimidates me a little bit. I don't know why. I think it's because I know that she knows what a buffoon I am.
I mean, all our moms know what buffoons we are.
Crispy's nips are now hard.
Todd Carwin, I had more.
There's power in that song, though, Crispy. And I'll tell you how, even with the young generation, and I'll tell you how I know I proved it. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. Up until last year, actually. I was playing the Modern Warfare 2. I played some of the Modern Warfare 3, the new one, when it came out. But that's about the time I quit. But anyway, I'd be in a lobby, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter the demographics of the people in or not. They could be from the street, straight up ghetto, foreign. It didn't. They'd all be in their shit talking and cussing and talking about each other's mama. And 9 times out of 10, I could start singing Country Roads, and within 4 or 5 words, I'd have the whole fucking lobby singing along with me. There's power in that song, man.
That's some Southern shit. That ain't happening up in here.
Dude, that's online. There wasn't no Southerners. I'm talking about ghetto. I'm talking about some ghetto black kids singing some Country Roads with you. So they just stop what they're doing. So the Alabama version says Mountain Mama. That's hilarious, Drew. Oh.
Donna, that's right. Live fast, die fast.
You got to think Alabama-Auburn's football rivalry is something. Just the Alabama-Georgia citizenship rivalry is way bigger. The only good thing ever come out of Georgia was I-20. That's so much full of potholes. Cutting glass. Crispy, I want to make something to cut glass one day.
Shit, it's like John Candy in a bus.
I haven't actually tried it. I may have already made a knife.
That's too good. Grabbing a beer, be back.
But I think it has to be 67 plus, don't it? Is that right, Kyle? Does anybody here know? Brian, you're here. You should know. To cut a glass beer bottle. I think it has to be over 67 HRC, don't it? I know I saw it somewhere. They talked about what the hardness had to be, but I don't quite remember. 67 plus, yeah. I know I've seen a lot of those, those Pakistani knife videos where they do it, but you could get to. There's different ways to get to 67 HRC. That don't mean it's worth shit. I mean, you can make a knife that will cut a beer bottle in half and then break if you bump into it. That was coordinated. Brian, do you ever do the drop test to see? I don't either. I've heard that, but I don't cut glass because I'm normal. Oh, for you to say that. You ever drop a knife on the concrete and see if it's heat treated? And I know you're going to say, I don't do that because I'm normal. But when I was at Alabama Damascus, he was trying to find a heat-treated blade to show me how tough it was. And he just kept dropping them on the concrete. He was like, nope. The organization there is horrible. So finally, he dropped one, and at team, he's like, that one's hardened. And he picked it up and hammered it through a nail. And I'm telling you, dude, it didn't even scratch. The black on Damascus, it's just acid. It's anodization. It didn't even scratch the anodization. He hammered that thing through a 16-penny nail, and it did not affect that knife edge at all.
What are you talking about?
Talking about Brad Vice at Alabama Damascus. When I went down there to visit with him, he was dropping knives on the concrete to try to find one that he knew was heat treated. If you've ever been there, dude, it's a fucking mess.
No, I feel it. Yeah, I've seen pics and shit.
And that's how he knows. He just drops them on the concrete. He can tell if they have that high pitched ping. He knows it's heat treated. That's what he did. He dropped it, realized it was heat treated, picked it up, looked at it. Then it was covered in years of dust. Didn't sharpen it up, hammered it through a 16-penny nail. And when I say it didn't affect it, it didn't even scratch it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you could run your thumbnail down the edge. I don't know how long that should have hold an edge, but
yeah, it's tough enough though.
Yeah, Brian. I mean, it's pretty easy for me too because I can tell if they've got that vulcanized finish on them. But these were, I don't know why you wouldn't know. They all look the same, but some of them were heat treated, some of them weren't.
I don't think I've ever had enough stuff laying around that I had to worry about deciphering which ones were heat treated.
I bet you there's 50,000 knives in that building.
No, I know. Yeah,
they have been there on a pallet, and they're that
like even
big.
Brian's ground probably fucking way more blades than I ever have.
Cut pennies and nails. Yeah.
Stevie, doesn't matter what your.
What's he talking about? Could you hammer a 6-inch spike through a board with your penis? Absolutely not.
Kyle, how many cock push-ups can you do?
I'd have to just jump up in the air and belly flop on top of it. Belly flop on top of it to even hit it. Doesn't matter what your HRC is if your mind and spirit are going north and south.
Steel baguettes test heat treats best. Love it.
Stevie loves when we talk about HRCs and heat treats. We put him to sleep a couple of weeks ago, didn't we?
Stevie, did you take a heroic dose tonight? What's going on, buddy? Do you need to talk? We're here. We're open.
I don't know if you guys watched it, but Larry Thomas did prove, and he didn't even believe it, but he did prove there is something to the Damascus cutting, the way Damascus works and the way it cuts.
Yeah, it's like micro serrations, man.
Yeah, it actually outperformed, like some with 15N20 and 1084 outperformed a higher edge retention steel.
As
It
far as
actually did
fighting,
better. It actually performed way better with a soft steel in it. So that I don't even think he understood it why it happened. But
that's a nice sandwich. Yum, 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 yum.
Scott, when you make a knife that thick, I think it's gonna be a long time for it. And I don't think anybody were truly using those knives enough to find out that they weren't holding an edge. Much like everybody in here is probably guilty of that. I mean, I've got a Spyderco in K390 that I tell people it's an edge retention monster, but did I know that? I haven't used it enough really to know for sure. But I like
That's
knowing
probably
that,
having too many knives.
yeah, I like knowing that I've got it. Stevie, don't get me started. Stevie's trying to get me to start some shit. That's what Stevie's doing.
Oh, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Stevie's planting a seed to see if
As far as I know, he's being full up, straight up real. I have no idea.
Well, somebody asked me just like a week ago if something was a typo. It was Javon asked me because he saw a knife that had S390 for the blade steel, and I was like, "Well, they fucked that up." Now I find out apparently, well, it was not a typo. They're saying it's S390. I've never heard of it. I don't know what that means.
S390? That's weird.
Yeah. Scotty, and I've had a lot of discussions about Sean's 15V. And people get mad at me, but they don't listen to everything I have to say. I got rid of mine because it didn't feel sharp. That does not mean that it wasn't sharp. It was terrifyingly sharp. It would just the weight of the blade, and it would shave my forearm clean. It just didn't. It didn't have that K390 aggressive bite when I touched it. It just feels slick to me. It may not be, but it feels that way to me. So I moved on from it. Yeah.
I'd like to work with some of that crazier shit, but dude, until I get a fucking surface grinder, I ain't fucking with none of this.
Stevie, that could be some new shit they've come up with too. That may not be an abbreviation for Mag. Why would they not say, as hot as MagnaCut is in the knife industry, if they were using MagnaCut, they'd come out and say it.
Like building a fucking folding knife at
People don't want to believe me, but I do know for a fact that a majority of the steels used in China are not as advertised. There are some companies that are actually buying S90V and MagnaCut, but there are a lot of them that are making some bullshit of their own and calling it that.
So S390V, 10V, and 390 are all the same thing?
I don't understand what you're saying. S390 is real Bowler pre-10V, which is K390. I don't understand what you're saying.
Scott M, that is not a downside. You don't need DLC. You can't hurt MagnaCut really, unless you like leave it in the fucking ocean.
But you can put a finish on MagnaCut.
I've also never had DLC anything, so I can't speak on how cool it is.
Yeah. Here's something shocking. You probably didn't think you'd ever hear me say. Spyderco's MagnaCut's not great. They're running it at 62 on their Salt series. I'm only assuming that they're doing that because it's the Salt series, and you do lose some corrosion resistance when you get up into the 64s.
Sure, but also, how did they get to that? So you can get to the same number in multiple ways, and it changes. You know,
I don't know.
I know. I mean, we'll never know how they do it.
I don't know the how or the why. I just know their MagnaCut is not going to perform like Brian's MagnaCut. I haven't used any MagnaCut.
Dude, I mean, even CPM Scott and even CPM 154, dude. I got this knife. I showed it off on my interview with DeMarco. Dude, that thing sat in my sink for like months, dude. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no rust on it. You know what I mean? Like,
here's another thing though, Kyle. The mule might not be heat treated that way. I don't know. I just assumed that the reason it's at 62 is because it's on the Salt series and they want to keep the corrosion resistant of it. I don't know that, man. S390 predates 10V, and Bowler K390 is 10V equivalent.
Okay. I will say I got fucking the first few things I in MagnaCut that I made. I still have them around here, and they were about 62, like 62 and a half.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're fucking boss. Like, no one would know the difference between 62 and 64. Like, in my opinion, I would never notice the difference if I didn't know.
Yeah. I started to buy some 10V recently. Actually, it wasn't 10V.
MagnaCut's a great steel. People hate on it because it got hyped, but like, it's a fucking great steel.
And that's the only reason I haven't used it. I agree. I like it. Everybody's making knives in it, so I just wanted to do something different.
I was hyped on it before it came out, and I made sure I had it within a month of it fucking being available, you know, because it's basically like CPM 154, just better in every way.
Well, I think they defined it as it's a stainless version of 4V.
I mean, yeah, that works too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But hey, I mean, you know.
A MagnaCut. Yeah, you are, Maddie.
There's so many metal alloys, the knife community hasn't even scratched the surface with the possible combinations. Hardware is finding foundries and steel plants to make it worth their while. Exactly, because we are insignificant.
But that's what Laren Thomas is doing. Him and a couple other dudes. Him and the dude that came out with what the fuck is that shit? Is a forgeable Apex Ultra. And now they're coming out with another one like MagnaTough or Magna fucking something else. I don't fucking know.
Well, hello, Dave N, New Zealand Outdoor Blades. How you doing, man?
From New Zealand. What up, dude?
My favorite MMA fighter of all time is from New Zealand. Dave, bonus points if you can guess who that is. Actually, 2 of my top 10 favorite heavyweights of all time
exactly
are from New Zealand. And they train together, so now you got to know who it is.
I've never played with Crewforge V or Z-Tough or any of those, but I want to. Miller Bros uses that steel a lot. A variant thereof. There's like 3 variants of it, and they're all basically the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Z-Tough, Z-Wear, Crewforge V, and then I think there might be another one.
New Zealand guy, you're too late. The guy's already hit it. Mark Hunt. And then who would it be after Mark Hunt? He used to be Mark Hunt's training partner.
Jeffrey Dawson Magnamax. Nice. I'm not super up on it right now.
And he was just as entertaining as Mark Hunt. Just as good a fighter, in my opinion.
Kyle, for sure, man. Like, that dude, I mean, he's fucking on it. People give him shit or this and that, but the motherfucker makes good steel. You know, what are you going to do?
The reason why there's always an argument, there's always conversations about it. Like
I know
the last edge retention chart I looked at, it showed that MagnaCut had higher edge retention than Crewwear did. The Crewwear was at 62. So
right.
What if the Crewwear had been at 65? Then you have to turn around and say, well, what if the MagnaCut was at 65? So Brian, let's hear you chime in. Crewwear at 65, MagnaCut at 65.
I'd like to chime in, but I haven't owned a knife in Crewwear long enough to know to have a fucking opinion yet. I've made a bunch of them, but I haven't owned one long enough to use it myself.
That's it right there. Tahuna. I don't know who that is, Tina. Maybe that's how he spells his name. I don't know. But yeah, Tuatavasa. That dude's a wrecking machine.
PNW. That's interesting.
I don't think you can be trusted with a wrench.
Donna, I know that.
That, and to get a wrench, you have to submit your request through Patina Turner and Kyle, and if they can't agree on it, the tiebreaker goes to. Shit, I forgot his name. Dan. Help me out, Stevie.
Brian, thank you. I've been loving Crewwear, like working with it and using it for the short time I have used it, but it's pretty boss.
Why can I not remember Dan's last name? And none of you fuckers said it. Dan Brock. Yeah. So submit your request formally and professionally to Patina Turner and Kyle Coonley. via Instagram, and if they disagree, then Dan Brock decides.
Sharif, what up, homie?
Well, Sharif, I actually shaved with a razor, so I'm not looking all fuzzy like I normally am. Wrenches are all fucking tools. You're right.
So you can see I do not have a wrench in this chat.
Just pass, fail.
We chilling, Sharif, just talking the shit, you know. Nothing wild tonight, just hanging out.
I don't want to drag up any drama.
Trigger me if you can.
We haven't talked about this privately, but did you see a certain Ian Coates's Instagram? His resolution for the year was that he was only going to be places where he was wanted this year. And I thought, you were wanted here till you turned into a fucking bitch. How about making yourself be wanted?
Yeah.
I wonder if StreamYard timeout supersedes you to Maddie, don't you dare.
Huh.
Let's find out. Yeah, so nowhere. Captain Clip Point.
Who's Captain Clip Point?
Fucking Sharif. The dumbest thing that's ever come out of his mouth. He's probably technically right, but Sharif tried to tell us the difference between a clip point is this and this. Not a clip point, or some shit like that.
That don't make no sense.
Now this,
that's just like
technically is a clip point. This is not a reverse Tonto because that's not sharpened.
Is it a Bowie? Is it a Bowie?
It's a clip point.
All right, it could be a Bowie. If you say it's a Bowie, it's a Bowie.
You're right, but people know that I hate Bowies. That's not what I said, Chain.
Chain.
I see that, and I have to say it in Cheeto's voice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Chain.
I love Cheeto. He's a nice dude.
I fart in your general direction.
I bite my stomach.
I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, buddy. The only wrong opinion is Sharif's. That is what you said, Sharif.
Sharif, you owe me a cigar sesh, man. We were supposed to smoke a cigar last time.
I'm pretty sure that's word for word. Yeah. That's what I saw and heard. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what Sharif's trying to pull off, but I heard clip point, not a clip point. It's all based on the angle you're holding it at. And that's when I knew that knife designers are all ignorant.
Chaka and Gandalf in one stream. Who's Chaka in this stream?
Sharif orders Shane an appetizer pizza with Lindbergh cheese.
Gandalf? Stevie's not in here. What's happening?
Sharif gets a pass on the clip point thing just for inventing appetizer deep dish pizza.
As appetizers?
Yes. And did it. You were there. At last Blade Show, he ordered fucking deep dish pizzas as appetizers while they decided where they were going to eat.
Dude, it's so fucking funny. You all told me about it while we were there. Like, this shit was hilarious as a motherfucker. In Salt Lake, shitty.
Did y'all
fucking hate Salt Lake City? That place.
While you were in SLC, did y'all go visit the house where Heroin Bob died on the couch?
No, me and Ernie even talked about going around and seeing like a couple places that were filmed, but like we just didn't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't know if it's a thing, but it should be like a museum. I mean, would you pay $5 just to walk in the room and see the couch that Heroin Bob was dead on?
I don't know, dude. That movie's sad as fuck, dude. It's just like the new Romeo and Juliet.
But I would pay $5.
I watched the first fucking half of it and then I turn it off because it's sad.
Hang on, somebody's saying I look like something from.
Luke, Land of Lost.
Chaka. Who the Land of Lost? That's Shane.
Well, then who's fucking Gandalf?
That's not very nice, man. I mean, I know I'm laughable.
You know I make cooking knives, man.
I know I'm laughable, but I don't think I look like that guy.
That is fucked up. I remember that thing.
I mean, what are the similarities here? He's not even fat, nor is he extremely sexy, nor does he have a most excellent goatee that don't connect to his mustache.
Luke, that is not fucking helpful. Also, Shane don't look like that, so you're a dickhead.
Well, actually, Luke wins because he got us to look it up. So
No, I didn't say he didn't win, but I can still talk shit to him. He's
Right.
talking shit.
Right.
Keep up.
Yeah.
Demonoc, what up, motherfucker?
I've been told I look like the deformed guy from the Goonies. I think
That's
that's a bit of a
fucked up.
stretch, though. I mean, my eyes are lined up and everything.
Baby Ruth.
But I'll say this, Luke. I've done more with these shitty looks than most good-looking dudes have.
That's right. We're both goofy motherfuckers, and we pull more tail than half this fucking chat. Now, that might be disgusting in some ways, but it's still
It
true.
absolutely is.
But it's still true.
You have a Van Dyke, Shane, not a good.
And we don't really know how that happened.
Demon Ott once again coming in borderline asshole, telling people how incorrect they are about something. But I respect it.
I mean, I know that's why I like Demonoc. Even when we don't agree, we're still at the same level here. Like, he's older, he might have me a little bit.
Yeah.
I give respect to my elders when it's it.
Shane looks like a thumb with a t-shirt. Now that is true. That's due to the lack of earlobes.
I mean, would you rather not have the t-shirt? Come on, people.
I could take the t-shirt off. It is getting quite warm in this corner.
Merceau, exactly. Tattooing gets chicks. Yep.
It really,
fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb.
It really is equivalent.
But it's fucking dumb that it works. That happens.
To being in a rock band. I'm not saying you have to be Aerosmith.
No, it's the same exact thing as being in a band. Yeah.
And believe it or not, it gets old.
Gush.
Now maybe to Donnie it didn't.
No, it did.
It gets old.
It does get old.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it gets old when, it's not your demographic that you're looking for.
And our demographic was skinny dead girls.
That's goddamn right. We like skinny girls, but we never turned down the fat.
I thought a Van Dyke was a groinal area hair because it's usually around the dick. I don't know. I'm sure Demonoc's right. He wouldn't have said it if he didn't thoroughly believe it. I don't know if you guys remember.
That's for sure, man. You just got to be like straight up who you fucking are, and it just works, man. It's all about confidence.
I used to just have the goatee and no mustache, and be honest, I kind of miss it. I don't even know why I haven't shaved it off. I think it's just laziness because I really don't like it.
Scott, if I ever organize the fucking knife show that I want to put on eventually someday, I'll be tattooing. Motherfuckers do want to get my little logo.
Luke, do you still have that North Fork, or have you gifted it on down the line by now? I remember, God, that was like 3 years ago, dude. I gave away a Benchmade North Fork, and Luke won it. I actually really like that little knife. I'm waiting on your answer, Luke. I want to know if you still got it. Not gonna hurt my feeling. That was sold almost immediately. Looks like $80. It's yours, homie. I can't believe you remember that. Yeah. Because it was hard for me to do it. I really liked that knife. But there was comparable knives to it that I carried more often, and I wanted to do a nice giveaway. And at that point in time, that was a nice giveaway. I mean, any Benchmade's a good giveaway. But,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I was really hoping I was going to hear, yeah, man, I take my nephew fishing and all he ever uses that North Fork.
That dude was like 6-pack of Pepsi sold.
It was like, oh, that shit went on eBay that day. Like, he had it sold before it got to his house. He just took the box and slapped another sticker on it and sent it on its way. Oh, you did weird shit.
Donna, no offense.
You want it first?
Matt, no offense. If you're younger, we might vibe, but I'm a fucking weirdo.
What'll be carved in my tombstone? Kyle, he tried. That's funny stuff. How long we got?
He tried. How long we got? That's on you, motherfucker.
Oh shit! We only got 14 minutes.
Damn.
I got
Why?
shit.
What?
Huh?
What? Oh, you got to pull shit out of the oven?
Yeah. Dawson, I thought you meant my joke was done. Oh.
Well, shit.
I had a good day today, though, man.
That's good, man.
You have no idea how good I feel that there's not another dozen knives stacked up in full waiting. It's not that I really enjoy the heat treating. It's just I don't want to just do that all day.
No, yeah, heat treating blows, man. It's the worst fucking boring shit.
I tried it
It
today.
makes the fucking knife, so it's really cool for us as far as makers, but it's boring as fuck.
And I tried to use the in between time to get stuff done, but man, that 10-minute gap between taking one out and putting it's just I can't get in a groove.
Yeah.
So it was yeah, I'll be glad to get back to grinding.
Yeah, Don, I'm the oldest son too. I'm kind of a piece of shit, but y'all love me.
Telling y'all hold me to this. I'm gonna really try to sell. If I can sell all the knives I have right now, I'm gonna order some steel. I'm not gonna blow any of it. I'm not going to the strip club. And I'm gonna buy a fucking grinder.
Yeah, dude, fire grinder.
Because let me tell y'all something. As a hobbyist, that 2x36 multi-tool, I can't complain about it, dude. It did a great job.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was never meant to make one knife after another on.
But you are getting past hobbyist stage, bro.
Huh?
You're getting past hobbyist stage.
Right. It was never meant to make more than just a few knives on. And I honestly, I don't know that I would recommend that $240 jig plus at least a $100 Chinese grinder to bolt it to. That's $340. I think I'd have just bought. You can do most of everything I do on a 1x30.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
So,
But a 2x72 would do you right, man.
Kyle, I did not. Did you send it recently? I am fixing to start researching that though because I want to really know what I'm getting. Because dude, I want a large contact wheel. I want the little tiny 1-inch contact wheel. I want a damn.
Dude, look into Housemade US, man. They have some affordable options.
I want that table that straddles the belt, and can tip up and down, so you can do as deep a hollow as you want.
Yeah.
I found a damn Burger King on Marketplace today, but it didn't have a contact wheel. The guy had a Burger King for $2,800. I only want a Burger King. I saw an Ameriblade today too. I am going to look at Ameriblades, but I only want a Burger King because of that fucking Tony Boss story.
Sure,
that's the greatest story I've ever heard, man.
But I'm serious. Look into Housemade US, man. They got a lot of fucking affordable options, and they're made.
I'm going to give U.S. knife makers a choice first, or a chance to convince me of why to buy what they've got. Not Burger King, baby. I'm banned from Burger King. I can't buy shit there.
What does U.S. knife maker have?
That's where I bought my oven.
Yeah, but what grinder
are they?
What grinders are they hustling?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to look into it, but I'm not going to be loyal to one company if it's not what I want.
Well, no, fuck no. I got one grinder. I got a fucking. Oh shit! Did I fuck it up? Can you see?
I was definitely gonna look at the Taurus, but I don't know.
Well, I'll send you a couple of recommendations for you to look at, or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I'd love maker recommendations for sure. But yeah, I've got a Get Boss stamped Strider. Huh? What's Mearsalt?
Kyle, send me a link on this Taurus shit. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Boss stamp Strider.
Are you saying Tony Bose?
Bose
had something to do
like
with
the heat treater? Like the heat treater?
No, Tony Bose was a big designer for case and stuff, which I care nothing about. Okay. I just heard his story, and now I'm a huge fan of him.
Oh, I don't know shit about that.
That's Boss heat treating.
Oh, Boss. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
I told you that story when I went up to the Burger King booth.
Yeah, you
I
told
was
me
like,
the
man,
story
what the
about
fuck
that.
is that 20-inch wheel?
Yep, you told me about that for
And
sure.
it only exists because of Tony Bose.
Yep,
He never even used it.
yep.
Yeah.
Kyle, thanks, dude.
The Buck, Paul Boss, Heat Treat, Strider. Muirsalt, we'll talk later because I'd really like to know if there's a Strider out there that had something to do with Tony Bose and not Boss Heat Treat. Jeffrey Dawson, I agree there. Everything in our shop is Milwaukee. I'm not getting into that argument of what's the best, but I've had zero issue with any of the Milwaukee tools that we have. But it is nice knowing that that charger station over there is where I go for everything I need. No, 25-year-old SNG stamped. Is it BOS or BOSS though, Muirsalt? I mean, I feel like if it was BOSS, you would have said it. But I can't imagine Tony Bose, because I mean, he was a slip joint. Well, Case used his name a lot to sell slip joints. I'll put it that way. I don't really even know what Tony Bose was famous for making, except a fucking good story with the flame after it. Oh, okay. So that probably was Boss Heat Treat. And Tony Bose may be BOSE, so I could have it. Yeah, 5-door Bose is not the same as Boss. Thanks, 5-door. Was it about the price of those, Sharif? Yeah, dude, those Buck Striders are expensive. Billy's got one, and he's got two different blades for it. I think he had two is what it was. One was nicer than the other, but one of them had a more high-end steel.
Scotch, when the
He
fuck
did a blade
you
swap
get here?
on it. He created the Lanny's clip pattern. He also created the 20-inch contact wheel, Sharif.
Scotch,
Somebody,
we're
please,
about to be
somebody
out,
just
bro.
tell me you haven't heard the story so I can tell it again. That's all I'm looking for a reason to tell that story again. No, I'm kidding. It'll be all right. Roman M. I haven't had a whole lot of dudes named Roman.
Roman, what up? He's the one that does that stuff for Sharif, right?
Yeah. There was a Roman. I know of one guy in this town named Roman. I always thought that was interesting. What story, Shane? I'm sure you're my hero. So I go up to the Burger King booth. I think the guy's name's Mike. And I only walked over there because of this fucking contact wheel that was on this Burger King. It was enormous. And I was like, dude, what is that? He's like, that's a 20-inch contact wheel. I was like, I ain't never seen one. He's like, nope, because nobody else makes it. I was like, that's badass. He's like, you want to hear the story behind it? I said, absolutely, I do. I said, do you know who Tony Bose is? And like a fucking amateur, I was like, no, sir, I do not. He's like, Tony Bose, legendary knife designer.
I bet Katina.
Okay.
Ian Roman.
He said that him and Tony were good buddies. All Tony Bose
Roman
was Burger King machines. So he calls Mike one day. He says, Mike, Tony Bose. Mike says, what's up, Tony? What you need? He's like, on a 20-inch contact wheel. Mike says, Tony, they don't make a 20-inch contact wheel. And Tony says, Mike, that's why I'm fucking calling you. I want a 20-inch contact wheel. Make me one. Mike's like, all right, Tony, whatever you want, man. And Mike says, I'll be honest, I assumed it was going to be a passing thing, and he'd forget about it. But he's like, months later, Tony calls me back. I answer the phone and said, hello. Tony says, Mike, I don't buy fresh produce. Mike's like, Tony, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, Mike, I don't buy fresh produce because I don't know if I'm going to be around long enough to eat it. Where the fuck is my 20-inch wheel? And that's when I fell in love with Tony Bose.
So good. It's so good.
So Mike makes him the wheel, sends it to him, gives him a few months, calls him, Tony, you use that wheel yet? He's like, hell no. Well, because he charged him out the ass. This is a brand new thing. It didn't exist. He's like, well, why did you even order it? He's like, Mike, you ever wonder what it'd be like to have a big old 12-inch cop just walking around showing it to people? Mike's like, sure, Tony, we all have. He's like, that's why I wanted a 20-inch wheel. And I'd give anything. If I could go back in time and meet any knife maker, spend a day, have a beer with any knife maker on the planet, there's no doubt in my mind it'd be Tony Bose. Me and that dude could party.
I can't. I'll never get tired of hearing that story, dude. It's so fucking funny.
I love it. I just hate that I didn't know about him until it was too late.
Right.
I bet Tony Bose. I bet he's that guy though. If you bought a knife from him and then you called and complained,
Oh, he tell you to go fuck yourself.
I bet he tell you to fucking kick rocks.
Oh yeah. God damn.
Ooh.
That's too good.
Exactly. HF is a mile away and waiting on the mail forever. Oh, I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I lost track of the chat.
Yeah, I think we're still talking about batteries and power tools.
Ah, yes.
Yep. I don't know anything about the Lannis clip. I think I remember what it looks like. I'm not a fan. Don't know nothing
I'm
about
not in
the
the or any of that, so.
The only reason I know the word Lannis clip is because fucking Benjamin Belkin copied it and sold it for $270 made in China. Like a fucking douche.
Like a bitch.
Yeah. I promised myself, though, I was going to be a kinder, gentler Shane this year.
I'm going to fucking make sure that don't happen.
Oh, update on the Chinese. I don't know what I did with it. The Chinese SOG that I was showing off last week. I don't know what I did with it. I was trying to show you guys. Belka designed the landing clip. Fuck you, Javon. I will not sit here and take you disrespecting Tony Bose, motherfucker. And I don't even know him. But anyway. I was showing those guys fucking just big flat spots in the edge.
Terry, what up?
The edge was flattened so much. So, and it's 7CR. I've never experienced any 7CR. So I cranked up my damn belt sharpener and put it in there and went 3 passes on each side. And that motherfucker's hair-shaped sharp.
Nice.
But that tells you how abrasion resistant that steel is, dude. Right. Like it's got a brand new edge from 3 passes on a 400 grit belt. Lithium-ion batteries are fucking awesome. Your side. Lithium-ion batteries are going to change the world. They already are changing the world, but I don't know that we've reached the ceiling for lithium. I think this planet is going to run on lithium-ion batteries eventually. We will figure out how to get more power from the sun into those batteries and more power out of them and longer run times. And it's going to solve a lot of problems. But I'm not for fucking idiotically banning shit until that happens. Like some governments want to do. Oh, Sharif, I know they're dangerous. I think about it every time I put a lithium-ion battery in my pocket. Is it going to blow a hole in my leg? Yeah.
You think about that every time?
Not every time, but it crosses my mind a good bit because I know how dangerous that shit is. They have already surpassed lithium-ion cells. That's good to know. Hopefully it's something less dangerous and less horrible for the environment.
Good luck on that shit.
Yeah. Nothing that works is good for the environment, y'all.
Fuck no.
Nothing but good for the environment. For we went back to no electricity, no air conditioning, no processed food.
I'll tell you what, I fucking like AC, motherfuckers.
I do too. I like having the internet in the palm of my hand, mostly for porn. But, I like it. The issues is when they vent. Charge them in the bathtub. What the fuck you charge in the bath? Straight anything you do in a bathtub other than washing your dirty ass is probably ill-advised.
It's probably illegal too. Are you watching your timer?
I had some, but it just went off. I'm just gonna go open the door. That's all I really got to do.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna grab a beer then after you're back.
Yeah, keep them entertained while I.
Oh yeah, I'll keep. Woo!
I can't
juggle or nothing, motherfuckers. I might be a clown, but
How you a clown if you can't juggle?
I know it. I'm telling you.
You don't even have one of the little horns.
No, fuck you, dude. I've always wanted one of those my whole life. Like, and then you squirt them from the other side.
That should be your fucking maker's mark.
Dude, I fucking wish. I've been talking about getting one of those for fucking years. Somebody send me a clown horn.
Too fat to be walking through that tiny gap.
You just gotta invoke Biggie, man. Whether stiff tongue or stiff dick, you got to squeeze to make it fit. Sharif, yeah, 24 volt. That shit's fucking wild, of course. I mean, I'm a clown, but not that kind of clown. Dance, monkey!
Guess what I get to go do tomorrow, Donnie?
I can't dance either. I got to learn the sea walk, though, so I can do it for Shane. Maybe by Atlanta, I'll learn how to sea walk.
I don't want to hear shit else about you being fucking ghetto till you can sea walk.
I've never been a dancer, kid, man. I just pull up my pants and lean back.
Meathead can crip walk in metatarsal work boots.
I'm just saying. I ain't no twinkle toes. R. Shearer, them's his fighting words, son. That's like asking me if I had a case of the Mondays. Though I have seen ICP live and it was fucking silly. My mom was there. It was great.
Crip walk in Atlanta might not be the best bet. He's right. Crip walking might get you shot in Atlanta.
Yeah, whatever. I got my hood pass anywhere, homie.
You know, I just learned recently that
I was in Cabrini Green before they tore it down.
Patina, what restaurant is it that
South Omaha Projects? What up?
What restaurant is it that the Bloods or the Crips one won't eat at? They claim the initials stand for something.
What are you talking about?
Will not eat there.
Who? What? Olive Garden.
It's not Olive Garden.
We were just talking shit on Olive Garden earlier, Stevie, me and my siblings. It was hilarious. I'm so lost. I don't know what happened.
You ain't racist enough to get that joke. What restaurant is it that Bloods and Crips won't eat at? Ones with waiters, I'm guessing.
Wow.
God damn, that's funny. Oh, anyway. I don't think it's Chick-fil-A. Is it KFC? Is it KFC because they say it stands for Kill Effing Crips? Maybe that's what it is. Bloods and Crips won't eat at Kyle's house. He just don't season his food. I think it's KFC. Because I think they said it stands for Kill Fucking Crips.
Oh, yeah, all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Peppers. I used to love hot food, man, but I can't handle it now that I'm older.
Yeah?
Kyle says Chick-fil-A because it's red. I don't know. I know it had to do with the initials, so that's the only one I can think of as big KFC.
Sharif, Ernie's building a fucking airplane RC remote controlled fucking lawnmower. He's gonna have some questions. He's gonna hit you up.
They could just be honest about it and not blame it on the initials and just say it. It's because Church's taste fucking better. Because that's the truth. Church's fried chicken is hands down the best fried chicken to ever come out of a drive-through window. And
we got a local joint here that has a drive-through window.
I always give you like 127 packs of Texas Pete to put on that shit.
That means the chicken ain't good.
Shit.
Church's
is the bomb. So when you pick it up, fucking grease is running out of it. That's the shit, dude.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah. Church's is better than Popeyes too.
We got 2 local fried chicken joints here, so that's all I eat, man. I don't eat.
We don't have any like mom and pop fried chicken joints.
Really? Down south you ain't got no shit. Well, you're also from a smaller town though.
Yeah, we don't have a Church's. I You say I'm from a smaller town. It's 35,000, but when you look that up,
I'm from a town that's 800,000.
I know, but that's
that's a smaller town to me.
None of the census combined, Gadsden, Attala, Glencoe, Host Bluff, Southside, Rainbow City, they're all
like the metro area, if you will.
Yeah, you don't. Well, there really is no metro, but it all just runs together. It's all the same shit.
Yeah,
there's probably a couple 100,000 total, but
honestly, some of our grocery stores around here got some banging ass fried chicken,
blasphemy! You're gonna choke on one of them dry ass biscuits for that. Who you talking to, Kyle?
Eminem, because he says
Bojangles depends on the location. Because we had a Bojangles here.
Biscuits, all right, but
we had a Bojangles here, and it was all white people worked there, and it wasn't worth a fuck.
Gosh.
I was like, I pull up to a damn barbecue joint, especially on the side of the road that ain't got nowhere to eat. You got to pull up.
3,500. Damn, Don.
Some white kid comes to the window. Dude, I don't even put my shit in park. I just drive off. Listen to Oprah and get Ezels flown in from Seattle. Fuck that. Ain't no chicken good flown in from anywhere.
Fuck no.
Oh, I don't even like. Well, you kind of like fried chicken, Kyle. You like chicken paste.
Kyle, you don't eat fried chicken?
He eats chicken nuggets.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, I was just starting to be cool with you recently, and now, like, we're back to fucking...
My half brother, Kevin, his dad...
No, we're feuding now. Fuck you.
His dad managed the plant, the Z-Bird plant where they make chicken nuggets. It's... I can say it because I saw it and I still eat it. It's literally everything, dude.
Oh, yeah, there's fucking hoof and bone and all that shit.
And they grind that shit up and it comes out this paste out of this tube with holes in it. It comes out like toothpaste. But
Kyle, you don't eat any meat directly off the bone? I've literally lost any respect I could have ever gained for you.
So you want to eat like
like any fucking respect.
You want to eat a bone-in ribeye? A tomahawk ribeye?
That's what it sounds like.
Donna, that should be against the law.
I can't trust a person like that.
That's just mean right there. That's gonna where all the fat people are.
Nice. Grabbing a beer. Be right back.
French food is pretty amazing. No, it's not, Sharif. Don't act like that, dude. You ain't got to be fancy for us to like you. I don't even like steak. Well, Kyle, they tell me I don't like steak because I like to just touch the corner of it and some A1, but fuck them. It's my food. I eat it how I want to. I don't do shit to impress y'all. You said French food. But I am from Alabama, so the chances that I've ever had some good French cuisine are probably pretty low.
Kyle, what the fuck joy do you get out of life, man?
I ate an entire rack of ribs last night. That's right. Still got
Matt, you can go fuck yourself on that. That shit is disgusting. Matt,
I'm going to partially agree with you because I do like my steak medium well, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about it.
Savage.
It has more
Actually, that's the opposite of being savage.
It has more flavor when it's cooked. There's a reason why fucking cavemen rubbed rocks together so they could start a fire, and it was to cook meat.
No, it wasn't to stay warm. Fuck you.
Pork shoulder steak.
That's good. That's tasty. That's right, Todd, but it's definitely not medium well.
And the thing is, there's dozens of different ways to eat it, and they're all correct.
No, they're not all correct, Donna. That sucks.
My clip point statement, pale in comparison to medium well. Well, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And here's the thing, guys. I'm going to be toothless within the next few years. I struggle to eat steak. I understand I could eat a medium rare steak much easier.
You got a bad digestive system?
Just
gum that shit for flavor and swallow it.
The way my taste
You'll digest it. It's fine.
The way my taste buds are designed, a steak that is just a little pink in the middle and done on the outside
but I won't
has more flavor and a better flavor. So that's why. You know why the waiter asks you how you want it? You know why the waiter asks you how you want it? Because there's a bunch of fucking ways to cook it. Except for that bitch on Except for that bitch on Hell or High Water.
That's how they should be. You ain't got no goddamn choice.
That wasn't a question.
So what don't you want?
I love her. God, I love her.
The best part of that whole fucking movie.
There's still people in here who haven't seen that movie.
Best part
I
of the
don't
whole
care if
fucking
you
movie.
don't. I don't even care if you don't watch the movie. Just go to YouTube and watch the clip.
Oh, Matt, you
sitting
are
down at
gay.
the restaurant.
Matt's gay.
Is Meathead here? I just hold my steak up next to a light bulb for about 3 minutes. Meathead can't cook.
I just want you to walk it through the kitchen.
Yeah. I will give that. Well, I say he can. I really don't know anymore because he's kind of retired. He makes Stephanie do all the cooking now. But when we used to all be into Doom
will be
Buggies
fine. Crispy, yes.
and then rock crawlers after that, we ate off the grill
You see Crispy's
6 nights a week. And everybody had their thing.
Jeffrey Dawson, that's just sad.
Our buddy Daniel cooked the best steaks, but his pork chops will give you salmonella. Meathead's Boston butt was by far the best. Mine was my pork tenderloin. We ate like fucking kings every day. It typically wasn't until about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So we'd drink beer till we got thirsty or till we got hungry.
Yep.
Which was about 9. Then it'd be 10 o'clock by the time the coals were ready. So
yeah, for sure.
Chris, there ain't nothing to wash a meal down like a glass of sweet tea, dude.
But he's quoting the movie.
Yeah, sweet tea will be fine. He is. My bad. Yeah. I don't know. Meathead makes pretty meat. Hey, man, I know this is sacrilegious. Y'all gonna hate me for this. The best Boston butt I've ever cooked. I got one really cheap, dude. It wasn't much bigger than a softball. And I brought that bad boy home and I put it in my air fryer on 350 for 2.5 hours. Then I took it out. I put barbecue sauce on it, put it back in for another 30 minutes to caramelize. I'm telling you, dude, one of the best Boston butts I've ever eaten. I loved it.
Marcel, I don't believe in trichinosis or fucking salmonella.
That ain't real, dude. They tell you that to keep you from eating.
If you buy good meat, you ain't getting none of
that. Yeah. They just tell you that so that you ain't running around the woods trying to bite a chunk out of a bear's ass. That's all that's about, dog.
Yeah, you do got to cook bear right though if you're gonna eat it. It's real oily and shit.
It is tough. God damn.
Meathead. Stephanie does the cooking in the crowd of folks because I bullshit too much. I feel you. That's what I make my brother cook. Well, I'm gonna entertain the crowd.
100% true. You get Meathead in the crowd, and he ain't concentrating on shit.
Me too, though.
I'm surprised we hadn't fought over it.
Damn, Marcel, that's fucked up.
Pop had trichinosis. It wasn't from biting a bear's ass. I don't care what they told you. Trichinosis is not the least of your worries if you take a bite out of a bear's ass. I promise you. It's the least of your worries if you take a bite out of a pig's ass. Tofu.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about tofu. One thing I did discover, and there's a slight texture difference. But when I was on that no-carb diet, I was craving spaghetti so bad, dude. I went to the store and bought a pack of tofu noodles.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, when you cut it open, it has a faint smell of fish. It's a little gross.
Right.
You have to rinse them off. So I made my spaghetti using those noodles. It tasted exactly the same as regular high-carb noodles. However, you could not get them to fucking separate. It wanted to kind of stay in a wad. You had to kind of cut the noodles. Right. Even if you mixed it all up, and had more sauce than noodle, it still they wanted to clump together. You couldn't if you stuck your fork in and twisted, you'd pick the whole thing up. But as far as taste goes, it tasted exactly the same. Pigs are mean, Donna. You're right. I don't know which is grosser, a pig, a chicken, or a goat. Goat's the only animal I've ever seen that will stick its head between its legs just so it can piss in its own mouth. I ain't never seen another animal do that. They will stick their head between their legs and piss in their own mouth. We always did wheat noodles and turkey in the sauce when my liver was trying to leave. That's amazing. Meathead, when your liver? I don't understand how you have a liver. Man, tell them how many fucking cases of beer you bought for the weekend.
Dude, I got a buddy that
Well,
is.
I'll put it in the chat, man. You just told me today. Tell them how many cases of beer you went through from Friday till today, I guess. Tell them.
Tell
Don't
him.
be ashamed. If you're going to fucking do it, man up and speak to it, son. Ain't nobody here going to judge you. 7 15 packs.
Damn.
That's 105 beers, dog.
Dude, I be feeling like I drink a lot of shit, goddamn. But like whatever, as long as you maintain, you ain't dying. Fucking cheers, motherfucker.
There was a time in my life where I didn't go a day without drinking a beer. And it's because I was a meathead every day. 15 packs, this thing they come up with Natural Lights so that they could advertise the price lower than the case price on all the other beer.
I mean, meathead, come on now. I'm only drinking like 6 to 8 beers, but a night. But they're probably twice the percentage of the beers you're buying, homie. So
yeah, meathead's Natty Light.
We're fucking even.
Meathead's drinking Natural Lights, fucking smashing a can on his forehead.
Yeah, that's 5-6% tops.
Yeah. Al Swearingen, Jeffrey Dawson. I don't know how mean pigs are. I'm going to Bricktop. Bricktop tell you all about how mean pigs are. If you don't know who I'm talking to, you need to sit down in front of Netflix one day and watch Snatch.
Fucking love Snatch. No, dude, I've been on a pig farm, man. Pigs are fucking mean. Yeah. Especially when you get that sow with her babies. Holy fuck. Well, to be fair, even some of my bougie craft beers come in 15 packs.
Meathead just keeping hydrated. That's right. Meathead ain't never been dehydrated.
Snatch is grand.
Damn, Donna. She can't eat red meat. She can't eat poultry.
Yeah, that's rough, dear.
Yeah, roosters are assholes.
Yeah, roosters are dicks. Yeah.
So are fucking geese. Ducks, not so much, but geese and turkeys are also assholes. But they're not like
Scott Ed, I can't help it. Like, it looks so succulent.
They're not like they could rip your Achilles tendon out and then start eating you when you fall to the ground, scary like a pig is.
Yeah.
But yeah, 250. That's right. See, they don't get it, man. 2 15 packs are cheaper than a 30 pack.
Yeah, for sure. It's all about the value.
Yeah. I don't know why they do it that way, but when you put it at the store, it's always going to have the Budweiser and Miller Lite case price. Well, then Natural Light has that 15 pack, and it makes it look like it's half the price. You're not getting quite as many beers, but it's still the best deal. And trust me, if there was a better deal on beer, Meathead would be doing that. I promise you.
Marcel, man, if I ever get to the long pork, I'm definitely cooking them well because people are gross.
You're get a what?
The long pork.
Oh. And we had a Food World 2 blocks from my house when I lived in Mill Village. Meathead was at the house every day. We'd go down there, dude, for like $1.19 a pound. I can't do it on screen, like a 3-foot long pork tenderloin that big around.
Ooh, nice.
It'd be like $12. Feed the whole family. I'd cut that shit up the next day, put it in with 2 big cans of pork and beans, a bottle of barbecue sauce, a bottle of Texas Pete, hot sauce, and some fucking ground beef, make some cowboy beans out of it. God, them was the days, man.
Nice.
I have to have my beer out of a cooler. That's right. Man, everyone drink beer out of the refrigerator.
No shit.
That's
particular, and I appreciate it.
Meathead ain't never more than a stone's throw away from a fucking Yeti cooler.
I like it.
Yeah.
I gotta hit the little boys' room. Be right back.
I thought you just went. Oh, you just went.
No, I went to get a beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. You can put a temp gun on it. You can take a beer out of the refrigerator and tell me it's 32.4 degrees, and that one been floating in ice water is 34 degrees. It just don't taste as cold. That's right, Donna. Most animals, yeah. They all, and we underestimate the strength of all animals. That's just like, I've raised pit bulls just nearly my whole life, and I don't think it's their strength that makes them dangerous. I think it's their lack of feeling pain that makes them dangerous. Like, you can't just whip one and teach it a lesson. Them submissions will run through hell to get to whatever it is they're after. Hate warm beer. Me too, Todd. I typically don't drink that last swallow just because it's, even a 2 foot long shark is strong as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. Meathead knows all about them sharks. Those shark bait. That's what we should have changed his nickname to that day. We're going to cover all that one day, though. We're going to do a damn storytelling hour. Meathead done talking about fucking hiring a band and all kind of shit, though. You understand you can't do music on YouTube. Meathead got the cast in his head right. The only thing he got in his head was a 660-pound plate of steel. Oven's going great, Tanner. Let me tell you what a tightwad meathead is, though. He downloaded a fucking app from Alabama Power just so he could see how much electricity I'm using on his power bill running that oven.
I mean, that's
Apparently,
kind of fair, though.
It is. Yeah, because I pay it anyway. But apparently, it's costing me about $14 a day every time I heat treat.
Yep.
Yeah. I did hook him, Kyle. Yeah. There's so many meathead injury stories. You got to be very precise for us to know which one you're talking about. But when I hooked him, it's out of our website, dickhead. Well, the fact that you went there and looked, you fucking tightwad. I distinctly remember when we started this venture, I was like, hey, man, I'll kick in on a power bill if you need me to. I ain't worried about that. First time that son bitch hit 3 digits.
Yeah.
They was like, hey, tell you what's going to really be fun. First time Meathead has to have that fucking septic tank pumped out, and he sees any metal material in that son bitch, it's going to be all my fault. I'll have to pay to have that fucking septic tank pumped. Because he caught me pouring my bucket of dip water, the water I dipped my metal in. And it was weird because I hadn't used it in a few days. And all the metal just came to the top in this big, nasty, rusty wad. So I just grabbed it and threw it out. I walked in the bathroom, turned the water on, and when it started filling up, I saw it was a little dirty. I mean, who cares if it's clean, just dipping steel in it? But just out of habit, I just tumped it up. There might have been a half a teaspoon of metal come out of that bucket in that sink. Meathead happened to walk in while I was doing it. And I got to hear the fucking 30-minute septic tank story.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Meathead didn't pet a shark. He got chased by a shark. Got 6 damn doors and he dumps it in the drain. It's cold outside, Meathead. I do get tickled, though, because I don't ever remember any of this shit being an issue when we were all working at my house. I don't ever remember complaining about any of this shit was all working at my house. Yeah. Bitch, please. That's how I pay the damn bills. It's not very hospitable. Yeah, well, I am the worst guest ever. So there's that. Let me ask you guys' opinion on something, man.
Uh-oh.
And I know what y'all are going to say because I've asked it before. Every time I see this knife, I feel bad because I haven't got it fixed. And you see that broke tip?
Yeah.
But knowing the story and knowing where that piece of steel is,
It's fair, Meathead.
it's in the sternum of a dead Taliban fighter in Afghanistan.
That's pretty dark.
Would you get it fixed?
Fuck no.
I get that, but I also feel like I'm disrespecting the knife, leaving it like this.
Why? Because it got used?
No, I don't want it rebladed. What do you think it would be disrespectful just to just to fix the broken tip, to sharpen it out. Would that
I don't think so. I mean, you know what happened with that knife. That's all that matters.
Now, I didn't do it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not.
That's not what I said. I said you know what happened with that.
Right. But it's also it's a Presidio automatic.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
And not touching any buttons. I just closed it with both hands. It doesn't lock shut. I can see the access spring.
Kyle, I agree, but some people are going to mod it if they want to mod it.
Can you see the access spring, y'all? Look at that.
Yeah, that's
poking out. I just take any
Stevie,
reason.
I mean, totally. I agree. I say leave it the fuck alone. It's got a story. That's how it was meant to live.
Yeah, because even if I fix it, I still wouldn't carry it. So what fucking difference does it make?
Yeah. Yeah. Leave it alone.
Well, now you don't even have to use the damn access lock to close it. Before I was having to unlock it.
Nice.
Now it don't lock at all. I guess I could at least get the access lock.
Yeah, you can just put a new spring in it. Yeah, for sure. Consensus says
leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do.
Kyle, you know, I mean, I can be reasonable. You just got to catch me on the right amount of booze, you know?
I had a fucking foregrip from a damn Delta Force operator and fucked up. Honest to God, I traded the gun in and literally never thought, like, it just completely passed my mind where that foregrip had been and who owned it and what it had done. And I traded it into a gun store. So the guy that bought the gun, I go back in. I was like, I will buy him any foregrip, mate. Don't care what it costs. So he called him. Like, no. What the fuck, man? So I won't ever get that one back.
Josh 304, what up, dude?
What's on, Josh?
Cheers.
Has Josh always been around? Because in my mind, Josh is fairly.
I feel like he's popped up pretty recently, but yeah, I don't know who he is.
He's been super cool.
But he's in with Stevie and them, I think, up in the P&W. Big ups to the P&Dubs.
I do envy Stevie's environment. I'll say that.
I only due to being able to hang out with some dudes in the knife community so close, man. He's got like 5-6 fucking people, you know what I mean? Like,
but not just that. I'm talking about just the landscape around.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about landscape. Fuck landscape.
Man.
I don't give a shit about that. Fuck mountains and all that shit. Whatever. I don't go outside anyway. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Scott, we got the sharks. The weekend that shark chased Meathead, they had damn news crews flying over our heads, just filming all the sharks that were in. It was like they were swarming. There were just thousands of sharks everywhere. And then right straight out in front of us, just a few hundred yards, a 14-year-old girl got killed by a shark.
Nice.
And we were standing in chest-deep water fishing for them.
That's what y'all get for fucking being in the goddamn ocean.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Kyle, exactly. I'm not a relief here because I don't give a fuck. I've been all over the place, and mountains don't do shit for me. Ocean don't do shit for me. I don't give a fuck. Everywhere's the same. It just looks different.
That's not true, Donnie.
It is to me, man. I've been to a lot of fucking places. Everywhere, everybody sucks.
Clearly, it's you. Because nobody else is having the same experience.
Motherfuckers need to travel and pay attention more.
I've met lots of
fucking restaurants.
Different people and different societies and seen different places. Those IPA are kicking in. Yep, Meathead. Donnie's a few beers in. What was it? Kyle said it's 11:15. It's time for pretentious ass Donnie.
That's goddamn right. No, I'm serious, man. I've been all over the fucking.
I haven't even Meathead.
I literally just don't give a fuck. I don't care about the mountains. I don't care about the fucking ocean.
I get it.
Don't do it for me.
You don't care. Much like, some people don't care about things that you do.
Why is it got to be personal? Because I don't like the fucking. You're making it personal. You just said
I'm not making it personal.
Oh, yeah.
You make it personal when I say I like a song that you don't like. You call me fucking stupid.
Well, yeah.
That's making it personal?
Of course. That's music, though. I'm a total music snob.
So we can do it with music, but not beautiful scenery.
As long as it works for me, that's what I'm talking.
That's all that matters.
That's I've always been upfront about that.
Yeah, as long as you're willing, just come out and say it, then I'll accept it.
I've always been upfront about that. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm talking about something.
Yeah. It's 11:15, or your garage door's closed. No, he's also a snob.
Right.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I just got a garage door for the first time in like 10 years.
You did what?
Got a garage door. It's just been an open fucking shit forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it fucking was super old and broke, and I couldn't afford one forever, and just let it not have a door.
Patina, my only experience with Boston Market is I bought some of their mashed potatoes at the grocery store with the kind you microwave, and I wasn't a fan.
Dude, they had banging little cornbreads, man. Those things were good.
But I don't think I've ever eaten at a Boston Market.
It was Boston chicken forever, and then it turned into Boston Market.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, well, at least here.
I think I tried. Yeah, I paid extra for the Boston Market mashed potatoes, and they taste just like every other instant mashed potato I've ever eaten. So
they had some nappy ass fucking mac and cheese that was really good too, though. I mean, it was gross, but it tasted good.
Best mac and cheese I've ever had was in Cedartown, Georgia. I can't remember the girl's name. Real sweet black chick. She was the head chef there. And dude, my mac and cheese came out with a little oil puddled on the top of it. Like there was oil, like where the noodles were sticking out, of the cheese. There was like a layer of oil about this thick.
Damn.
On top of. I just stuck my spoon in and stirred that shit in. It had 3 or 4 different cheeses in it, man. God almighty, it was so good.
Nice. Donna, that's 2 more states than I've been, but still, I feel the same, man.
Sharif, nobody cares about your fucking Easy Mac. That's not making mac and cheese.
Oh, damn, you just had a 3 to it.
You are preparing to consume fake mac and cheese is what you're actually doing. There was, what was, Oh.
No, I've never been to New Jersey. I said I've been to.
I don't pronounce it. Ooh. It's ULL.
Oh, you're saying Donna.
Oh.
My bad.
What did you want me to say the other night, Donnie? Oil,
choil, soil, and something else, man.
Oil, choil, soil.
Yeah, they're all the same word. I love it.
Cheese grease.
There
ain't nothing better than
you ever seen that video? It's like some Southern people, and he reads this thing, and it's like Aaron irons, iron earns, or something like that, and he's like, and he's like, holy shit, we sound like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad. That was forever. I can't believe you remember that.
It's not it's just U.
It's L.
L.
It's just OLE, like,
No, it's just U and then several L's. All.
No, that's not how that works. Come on now. Now you're just fucking with phonetics here. I don't like that.
I didn't ask if you liked it. I just told you how it's spelled. Did the man who just admitted to buy pre-made mashed potatoes condemn someone for eating instant mac? Hey, I did, Joe, but I also condemned those mashed potatoes. It was, it was like an emergency type thing.
An emergency. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, but the H is silent. Exactly.
Josh, chapter 2.
Man.
Oh, but the H is silent.
Joe is a closet troll. Joe likes to act like he's not a troll.
No, Joe is.
Joe hangs out.
He comes in sneaky like and just be like, snack.
Yeah, he just lurks, waiting on the right moment. Yep. And it's typically to make fun of me. And I'm here for it. I enjoy it. Yeah. If I ever
Thanks y'all for tuning in to us, silly bastards.
Yeah. If I ever say anything that can be held against me, you can bet your ass Joe's going to
Kyle, fuck you. You're going to troll our ass? Hold on. Whose ass?
Maybe one day we can make Joe feel comfortable to come out of the closet. He's not in the closet, Kyle. He's sipping bourbon, smoking a cigar, butt naked in a beanbag.
I need to go get some cigars.
And I'll never be able to get that vision out of my head. Butt naked Joe, sipping some bourbon, smoking a cigar, and a beanbag.
Who came up with that visual?
You just called him a closeted troll, jackass. My bad, Kyle. You're correct. I forgot what I said already. I was allowed to have his own.
Oh, he's got a lot of fantasies, Lancelot, for sure.
Ooh.
I don't like knowing both people's handles and names.
Just
It makes my brain go back and forth. Like in the chats when I'm talking to you, I'll refer to you as Shane and Edgy, like randomly and intermittently, and I don't like that.
I hear the word edgy on regular media, and when I hear the word edgy, I always like it snaps in my head.
I bet for sure.
Yeah. Shitty.
I've never been hit with a beanbag round. I've been fucking damn near hit with a fucking one of those gas things.
Just to let you guys know, Stevie's Thug will be the first that I finish. And once I finish it, I am sending it to Joe so that Joe, I'm not saying he's going to make a bunch. I don't know what the plan is, but that way, if you buy a Thug, hopefully that'll give Joe a head start on being able to make you a nice leather sheath for it.
Joe, I got a Thug coming from Edgy at some point, and I am down to pay you 4 sheaths. So if you're down to make them, I'm in as well. If not, I'll make my own fucking sheath. I'm just saying, if you're down, I'd like to have a piece from you.
Yeah, because I really want to do a really good job on these knives, guys. And even if I do, and I provide a sheath, it's going to lessen the knife. My sheaths just aren't great.
Well, I mean, you don't have dude. Even me, like I can make a fucking sheath, but not like Joe can.
Oh, I know. I'm not. I can't even make a Kydex sheath like most people can make a Kydex sheath. But I'll make you one.
I fucking hate making sheaths.
I do, and I don't put any clip on it, nothing. I just put some holes in it. You can figure it out. Tie it on with some fucking 550 cord. I don't care.
I fucking hate making sheaths.
I will make them.
Me too. A leather or Kydex, but I fucking
for very little money because they're not worth much. But now I got what has he got stuck in his head? You might want to go to the emergency room, dude. That sounds serious. Capadona?
It sounds serious. No, Joe, I'm serious though. I'm down for a slip for it or a sheath.
Oh, wait. I'll make a pattern off the first one and we'll keep them on hand to make more. There you go. That should at least give you a head start, you know. If
Joe, are you down to do some fucking silly leather if I'm down to buy it?
Some
like
what?
I don't know, something like super nice.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Everything Joe does is super nice.
No, I know, but I mean, like, as far as the leather, like, I don't know, fucking, just for random, I don't know, fucking stingray or some random shit. I don't fucking or a fucking alligator.
Leather in 2025 till he concedes that Hollandaise isn't fancy.
Joe,
it's kind of fancy, Stevie. I mean, it's not something.
When
not everybody's had a Hollandaise, and you can't just go to fucking Applebee's and get something with a Hollandaise on it that I know of.
Dude, I should love Hollandaise by the ingredients, but I don't. I fucking hate it.
I don't.
It sucks. I wish
I don't think I could like scoop up just a little bit of it on a spoon and eat it. It's just there to make what you poured it over better. I got some stingray on hand currently and some kangaroo. Look at fucking Joe.
Oh shit! I do like stingray though. I brought that up because I do like it. But yeah, we'll talk, homie, for sure, man.
That's impressive inventory from a fucking hillbilly from Tennessee.
That's no shit. Oh, you got fish boots? Do you got fish boots?
Joe, did you have to take Greyhound bus all the way to the coast to get that stingray?
Baby croc.
Caught it on a corn dog, didn't you?
Right, Aiden.
You caught that stingray on a corn dog, didn't you, Joe? I do too, Arshier. That's why I'm hoping you don't want a sheath.
Aiden, I'm actually in some talks with this dude who makes custom leather shoes, but basically all Nikes, like the Air Jordan 1 or whatever, but like all handcrafted and out of like super dope leather. And I think I'm gonna get some like work boots, but they're gonna be like Air Jordan 1s, but like thick fucking hardcore leather.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I've seen that. All they do is they just take the Air Force Ones apart and use all the panels as patterns. And
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, his craftsmanship is fucking. He's called Bakashi the Cobbler. He's on Instagram. Dude's work is fucking dope.
I bet he ain't as expensive as Chris Reeves' cobbler over in Italy.
I mean, I don't know, but you're looking at like 15 to 2K for a pair of shoes.
Chris Reeves has a personal cobbler in Italy that has a mold of his foot.
All right, I mean, that's definitely going to be more, but
to make him $8,000 fucking pointy ass little skinny shoes that don't look like they got no padding in them.
No, these are like $1,500, $2,000 Air Force Ones, or I mean Air Jordan ones. Kyle,
Marcus, I was
Marcus. I don't know who Marcus is.
I'd be glad to make you one, but I hate charging people anything. I have to charge something, and I hate doing it because it's not great. So,
for what?
The sheaths.
Oh yeah, dude, I fucking hate
those knives weren't coming with sheaths anyway. So yeah.
Palmer, I'll make you one, but like, it's not gonna be like crazy special. Fuck, I dropped my
Palmer, I love well done Kydex. I just don't have the equipment.
Aiden, are you on Instagram, man? Hit me up. I'll send you a link.
Yoda reached out, wants me to make, and I've got his knives. I was actually waiting on new phone because my phone is messed up and it's leaving an imprint in the Kydex.
Kyle, dude, if I ever had real money, I would have been a sneakerhead a long time ago, bro.
So I'm going to make him a couple of Kydex shoes for a couple of knives he's got, but I told him ahead of time I wasn't great at it.
I mean, my shoes work, but they're not like super nice. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, mine work. The knife don't fall out. Sometimes it
might rattle though.
I get a little rattle every now and then, but typically my problem is the knife is a little too snug. But I'd rather know it's too snug and then gets.
That's how I feel, but people don't like that either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aiden, word up. I'm still fucking taking a picture of this right now, so I don't fucking forget.
Yeah, dude, I know a lot of sneakerheads that are like that, dude. They'll max out fucking credit cards buying. I don't get it. I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. I've always had a love for it, but I've never been willing to do that, you know?
Well, I got a pair of Hokas right there that I've had since they came out. 3-4 years. But I wear Hey Dudes like around the house and when I just run to the store.
Male shank boots. Jeffrey Dawson, what's up on those? Are they dope or what? I've been trying to find some fucking boots. That's why I'm looking into custom ones because I fucking hate everything. I want boots I want fucking work boots that look like sneakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to come by.
Yeah, I thought I bought some work boots. For what I paid for them, I'm not upset.
I took a pic.
I think I'm going to get to wear them. I think I'm going to get to wear them about 3 more times in my life before I die.
Yeah.
There's going to have to be at least 3 inches of snow on the ground before I put them fucking things on.
Oh, those ones. Yeah, for sure.
Way too. I'd probably sweat and die dehydration.
Jesse, people are still waiting in line for sneaker drops, homie, for sure. Dude, if anybody in here knows about sneakers and you know about Nike SBs, there's a pair of Pigeon. They're like gray and orange Pigeon SBs. Dude, I literally had them in my hand. Was going to buy them, but I went with the all blacks instead. And then those Pigeons ended up being like one of the most expensive reselled fucking Nike SBs like ever made. Poor decisions on my part.
I will say this. I will trust Joe at Lancelot Leather for all my leather needs.
Kyle, I've had a couple of those, and they're dope.
Except
the winterized ones. Yeah.
Except having a pair of bougie-ass, nice leather Air Force Ones made. I don't think Joe's going to be my first call on that.
Dude, if Joe could make shoes, I'd be buying them right now.
Joe doesn't even want to make wallets anymore.
Well, I mean, being a cobbler is a different thing than making other leather shit. It's just way more involved.
Yeah.
But Kyle, yeah, I've had a couple pairs and they're dope, but they still don't last like as fair as like wearing them while you're working and shit, you know what I mean?
Aiden, what difference does it make though? I mean, if you look like you got on a pair of $1,000 Air Force Ones, everybody looks at them and thinks they're what difference does it really make?
I mean, that only matters to the person that's wearing them.
I mean, we've already found out that
I ain't wearing no clothes.
first of all, very few rappers are even rich. All that shit in their videos is rented and fake. You know, almost all of them wear fake jewelry, probably wearing fake Air Force Ones. But who gives a shit? I don't know.
Purple low top fives, nice. Terry, dude, you make a pair of sneakers that are dope, man. Figure it out. I'm in.
Lung bone sneakers. Who would buy fucking lung bone sneakers?
Jeffrey Dawson, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Bakashi the Cobbler. Check him out, man.
Well, I just do it again. It's lung bone Cole and not Terry. Fuck. It took me a month to get their names straightened out, and now I can't keep straight what each of them do. I'm pretty sure lung bone is Cole, though, and not Terry. So, Terry, once again, I apologize.
Why the fuck did my comment fail to post? What the fuck does that mean?
No. Tina, that would have been better to answer with a damn it, Shane. As long as my body's covered, that's what matters to me. Yeah.
Okay, that passed. What the fuck?
Then you had that company, Palmer, that was renting all those fucking Lambos and shit to those rappers for their music videos. Bakashi the Cobbler. Patina, no, I have a side of suede. I was going to make moccasins. Oh, that's a little different, Terry. I feel like I can make some fucking moccasins. I think with a nice sharp awl, a piece of dead cow skin, and some leather string, I feel like I can make some moccasins. Not saying they would be as quality as your moccasins, but yeah. Terry didn't even bother correcting me. He's just over cussing me in silence.
Who is?
Terry.
Oh.
I called him Cole again.
Kyle, I wish, dude, I just never could do it, man. I've only ever had one pair of shoes a year, man.
Rookie numbers.
I was never into spending the money on all that shit, man. I'd rather fucking buy.
Y'all remember when Michael Jackson made moccasins big? And that song would say, I'm a moccasin.
Yeah. I mean, I know the song.
Best moccasins came from. I got a pair of LL Bean blue jeans. That is one of the finest quality pair of blue jeans I own. I had to wash them about 70 times before, so I could get the dark blue out of them because they look like old man's blue jeans. But they are very nice.
I love dark blue jeans, man. Like the darker the fucking better. Damn near black.
I was one of the few tattoo artists I've ever known that wore blue jeans. Everybody they didn't even own blue jeans.
Yeah, dude. Nobody in my shop really did either. One dude did, but he wore like fancy bougie jeans that were gay.
Terry, I referred to you as being the designer at Lungbone, and then realized that I did it again. I mixed up you and Cole.
Dude, I had some J-Lo sheets, man, a while back, and they were fucking super comfortable, man.
Yeah. I don't get it. Are they more comfortable than some Hey Dudes for $40 on Amazon? Probably not even real Hey Dudes. Probably the Chinese ripoff of a Chinese shoe.
Hey man, I wear fucking Levi's and Amazon black T-shirts. That's what I wear.
Joe, I'm coming to terms with that, buddy. I fought it for years.
We're all working on it, homie.
Yeah. LL Bean sold out to China. Damn it, Muir Salt. I didn't want to hear that. What HRC, the Chinese Hey Dudes? I don't know.
What the fuck are Hey Dudes?
They're just
that used to be a Nickelodeon show for children. Hey, dude.
Cheap little canvas slip-on shoes.
Well, all I think it was a Nickelodeon show.
That started out like young people were wearing them, and then they went out of style pretty quick. Then the old people adopted them, and now every old man,
Pete Sack, what up, dude?
every old man you see's got them on. Sup, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I don't wear boat shoes, Patina. Fuck that.
Is that what the Hey Dudes are supposed to be? Want to be boat shoes? Well, don't wear them, Patina, because they become extremely addictive.
I mean, I wouldn't wear them anyway. I wear
And
skate shoes.
You
That's what
just
I
start
wear.
embracing the fact that you're
Donkey lips? Which lips are you talking about?
Who is he talking about? I'm surprised.
Kyle, dude, some of my fucking sibs wear Crocs, and I hate them for it. They got like different colors and shit. My sister and her boyfriend or her husband now, they got like matching Crocs. It's fucking gross.
Tyler, I got your first Mad Yoko design knife heat treated tonight. I didn't see any point in waiting on the steel for the other one, and I just went ahead and heat treated that one. So,
Feed sack, don't forget to let me know about the feed sacks.
yeah. Really, no point in waiting and sending you all of them at the same time. I'll just send them to you as I get them done.
If my sister finds out I'm buying a Hank from somebody else, though, like she might fight you, so you better be ready.
The quintessential bean boot, even the cheapest uninsulated models, are USA made. I don't know, man. Mearsalt's French, so there's no telling what kind of shit. That's just like the French. Start a bunch of shit and then surrender.
I mean, they might be tricky bastards, but I have no issue.
I don't either. Crocs are awesome, especially in negative weather.
Get the fuck out.
Well, my brother is as country as it gets. He's a fucking legit cowboy. And if he ain't in the saddle with his boots on, as soon as he walks in his front door, he's in Crocs.
Stevie, salute your shorts. Something about being in your heart makes me want to fart. God damn it. I wish I could remember the theme song right now.
What are y'all talking about? Hey, dudes.
Well, I was talking about Hey Dudes, and then he said something, and then he said, wait, maybe that was Salute Your Shorts. And that was with that, like, rat-faced, skinny, fucking redhead kid, and, yeah.
Palmer Mearsalt's doubling down. Only one model is U.S. made. That's what the man said. And I feel like since you just became legally old enough to vote, we're going to have to go with Mearsalt.
I might buy a pair of Danner boots.
My issue with Danner boots.
The pair I want is fully made in the U.S.
My issue with them is that fucking white sole.
No, the pair I want is black sole. I'll send you a link.
We've talked about this. You showed it to me.
No, it's a new pair. It's a different pair.
I was a hard no on Danner because every pair I ever saw had those white soles, and I didn't like it. Camp Onawanda, we hold you in our hearts, and we think about you.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Thank you, whoever said that. I'm sending Shane a message here.
Okay, that's what I use the Hey Dudes for. Like, I just want to walk out and check the mail. It takes 2 seconds to slide. I don't even have to hook the back and pop them on my heel. I can just push the back down and step on it and wear them like fucking slippers if I want to. Nick's boots, big money, but great customer service.
Stevie, yes, exactly. Terry, come on. Circa skate shoes makes some slippers, man. You don't need no Crocs for that.
Probably the best pair of boots I've ever owned. I'm not saying they're the best boots because I've never bought good boots. But I give like $170 for a pair of Wolverines that were really good.
Sharif, my brother's got a pair of Red Rings and a pair of Wolverine 1000 mile boots, and he likes both of them. My problem is I don't like the look of boots. I need sneaker boots that are hardcore, and there's few that make them.
My Wolverines aren't actually boots either. They look like boots till I pull my pants leg up. They're just hard toe shoes.
I used to have Doc Martens when I was in high school, but they were low tops. They're dope though.
I got a pair of Doc Martens in there in the closet. They make me like 6'6" when I wear them though.
Right. That's the other thing I hate about boots. They make you so fucking, it's like wearing fucking heels, man. I ain't trying to wear platforms.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't drive in my Doc Martens. I can't feel the pedals.
Jeffrey, I've looked into Nick's boots too, for sure.
I get no feedback from the gas and brake pedal when I'm wearing Doc Martens.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate that. Even with a brand new pair of sneakers before they're broke in, like you can't really feel your fucking gas pedal. I fucking hate that.
Yeah. Or sure, I'm down on some Merrells, man.
Kyle,
Comfortable shit.
Hold on? I'm with you on that. Some slides in the house, proper shoes outside. Totally with you. Do you wear sweatpants in public? Do you go to the store in sweatpants?
I will tell you one brand that I had, and maybe I just bought the wrong thing, but I had a pair of Merrell sandals. And dude,
I don't wear sandals, so I can't really
felt like somebody tied a Tuba 72 60 grit belt really tight around my foot, and it was
Kyle,
horrible.
we're back to being homies again, man. What the fuck?
Merrell is owned by Wolverine. Okay. I've just owned like 2 pair of Merrells, and they were.
Kyle, just to weed it out, do you go to the gas station or the store in a wife beater? Shane? You're exempt from this.
I don't own a wife beater.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm t-shirt and blue jeans almost anytime you run across me.
Kyle wears iron khakis at the store for his boneless meats. One Moon, what up, dude? I hope you're doing all right, Funky. I mean, it's always, it's always coming at us, but I hope you're doing all right.
Have you guys experienced Keens? I know they're like a hippie brand.
Kyle, I mean,
that's the most uncomfortable.
That might be a little more than me, but I got some respect for you for sure.
That pair of Keen sandals I have is the most uncomfortable.
Can't be going to the store looking like an asshole.
My package is too big to wear sweatpants, dude.
Your package is too big?
Yeah. I'm just. I mean, it's not huge, but it just there's no such thing as me wearing sweatpants where it's not offensive, so I don't wear them.
I mean, it's not offensive. Bitches wear fucking leggings and shit. That's camel toe all day.
See what pisses me off about sweatpants? Guys wearing sweatpants don't bother me, except for those that are constantly pinching the head of their penis between their thumb and this. They just reach down and just pinch up the head of their dick through their sweatpants. Who the fuck does that? Dude, I see it all the time.
That's disgusting.
They're mostly young people. They're not like pinching it hard. They're just like grabbing the tip of. I don't know, man.
What the fuck?
That annoys the fuck out of me.
What the fuck? Well, that's South Republic. Yeah. Donna, good night. Hope that shit goes all right.
Well, Scott, don't forget I work
Cherry?
I work security at a strip club. And luckily, sweatpants were banned there, so we wouldn't say anything until I caught you grabbing yourself, and then you just fucking get out. Terry said he had some. Was it Terry said he had some King work boots? Yeah. No. They may make great shit. Just those sandals, and everybody told you you're not even supposed to wear socks with them, but they were like a full coverage.
I mean, that's like a pair of
skinny shoes with holes in it. Don't you have a temper to do tonight? I already did it, Tina. I got up.
He had to make sure he pulled it out on time.
Yeah. I've worn sweatpants since COVID. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you don't leave the house, that's okay.
Yeah. Just don't expose everybody to it. Nobody won't see that.
Lancelot, I get it, whatever. But, some of us have pride. It always hurts, and it never helps. But we have it.
That's how I know when it's time to dump a chick, dude. When we wake up in the morning, we're going to go somewhere, and she gets up, just puts on a T-shirt, puts her hair in a ponytail, and walks out the door. I'm like, it's almost over, baby. Yep. Don't go to bed without it, and don't fucking walk out of the house without it.
That's goddamn right. If you need it, don't be doing that shit.
Right. You can be all natural somewhere else.
Yeah. That's why I don't date bitches that need that shit.
Yeah. Sweatpants are not good at stashing a piece. Start to run, even a Glock will be around your ankles. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Anything in your pants, a knife, your goddamn Bic lighter, your fucking sweatpants are falling down, man. Yeah, for sure.
That's why I don't wear my Hey Dudes out that much, dude. If you walk out of your front door in pants or shoes that you can't take off running in with your pew on you, then you probably deserve what you got coming to you because that's your fault.
That's true. I don't wear a pew on me, but same rules apply.
I did quit wearing. I don't have a butt, so I started carrying my pew and my fupa or fanny pack, whatever y'all want to call it. I love when people make fun. What you got in that fanny pack? I mean, there's 18
Your life.
ways to kill you inside this fanny pack. That and a flashlight.
I can't carry because of the whole weed thing. Like, I'll never be found okay. I'm still gonna do time. Like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't fucking with it.
That's the alarm from 2 days ago's temper.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to turn those off.
Aiden, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen some of Aiden's knives. Aiden carries fucking pocket anchors sometimes.
No shit. All right. I'm gonna get into bruisers soon, so watch out, y'all.
You really should, dude. I mean,
well, I got a couple. I got a couple on order that are coming up.
You're talking about 1/4-inch slab titanium, 1/4-inch blade. Yeah. Make that shit gnarly, dude.
Yep.
I ain't saying copy the, but dude, I'm all about what the Miller Brothers are doing. I've heard some people say, "Well, he didn't do nothing but copy Medford." Then I heard that maybe he didn't.
They ain't nothing like Medford, and I'm not even talking shit on Medford. They're just different kinds of shit. That's just different shit.
They're more badass.
They're definitely more badass. But yeah, I'm down. And I also want to do a collab with fucking Barefoot Bruisers. So
as bad as I don't want to, I'm fixing to do
Sawtooth Dave.
I'm finna do like a fucking little 7-inch fucking pocket fixed blade and 1/4-inch.
I don't know about that, Scott,
and 1/4-inch steel with a fucking Sawtooth Dave hologram.
Yeah, I want to do a collab with fucking Sawtooth really bad.
Me and Stevie's talking about this earlier. I'm gonna buy a PM2.
Damn, that's an expensive clone, Marceau.
Listen, everybody listen to this. I'm gonna buy a PM2 and I'm gonna send it to Sawtooth. I'm gonna have him make fucking 1/4-inch slab titanium scales for it and a 1/4-inch thick hologram blade and custom what are the spacers called? The tubes. That connects the liners together.
Connects the liners. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking 3/4-inch thick PM2 is what I'm getting at.
Oh shit! All right.
Barrel spacers.
Yeah.
Tell me that won't be the baddest PM2 on the planet, though.
I mean, I guess. I've never understood that. Y'all want a bruiser? Y'all want a bruiser, but then you want a thin ass hollow grind on it, so you might as well just have a normal knife.
I know, because I don't care nothing about that. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe I should just leave the factory PM2 scales and just do the thick ass blade and the.
No, that would be funny too. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good.
Because I really don't care for titanium that much.
I don't really give a shit about I like a bruiser for the fact that you can do whatever you want with it. It's like hammer.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Aiden. Hollow ground SE5. Palmer, buy SE5. Send it today. Well, contact Dave. Make sure he's got time to do it. But he's not the only one. You can buy an SE5 and send it to BGM. They'll hollow grind it.
I just don't get it, man. I don't know. Bruisers just aren't my thing, man.
Kyle, when I get that 1/4-inch thick spider cut,
Jesse, for sure, I get it.
I'll make sure it goes straight to you.
It's also like hand feel versus cutting ability. You got this thick, meaty thing in your hand, and it feels good and solid, but then it still slices really good. Like, I get every aspect of it. It's just never been my thing,
Yeah, Palmer, I'll be honest, dude. I was worried that those K390 blades that I sent Sawtooth were going to be too thin for him to hollow grind. Nah, they're not. Once again, I will say this. If you send me a picture of that motherfucker broke in half, that means you side loaded it. And no warranty on even 2 ounces of side load. If you side load that knife, you're an idiot. Man, I'll probably still replace it, but you're still an idiot.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, same with my knives. Now, granted, they're flat ground, but I still grind them really fucking thin, dude. Like, you're going to break the tip if you put a fucking side load on it. You're going to break the fucking tip off my fucking knife.
But that's the difference. This knife, I figured he might want to do some light prying. That's why the tip's thicker.
Right.
So you can take that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, my knives, I don't intend that to be
you were to pry with this, well, you're an idiot.
My knives are not meant to be pried with. So. I build one if you tell me that ahead of time. Otherwise, you're getting thin to win.
Oh, Aiden, if I do it, I don't know if you're still talking to me, but if I do that, I'm probably going to get it in 4V, something like that, 1/4 inch thick, big fucking.
Aiden, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a full flat thug. That's what I'm getting from Shane.
Yeah.
That's my jam.
That'd be a whole different knife. I mean, really, it would. If it's, if we do an 1/8 inch crew wear, a flat ground thug would be pretty tough then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's my jam anyway. Like I only own like 2 hollow ground knives anyway.
Yeah. But I want that kind of that Miller Brothers. They got that deep drop point. It drops way down, and you barely got any belly at the tip. That's what I want on my PM2 if Dave can make it happen. Scott, and I agree, dude. I understand convex. I understand there are people that need it, so I support that. But I do not. It never feels. Aiden sent me at XM24 that Mike Emler had convex sharpened for him. As little as I think of Mike Emler, that was a scary fucking sharp knife. However, there's no doubt in my mind if it had a fucking V edge on it, it would have been even sharper. So, unless you need a convex, I don't see the point.
I got a small Fixie Bark River knives that's convex ground and edged. And it's nice, and I like it, but it's just not my jam.
I don't know what the difference. Somebody sent me a picture earlier of one of Steve's kitchen knives, hollow ground. I mean, there's very little bend to that, so it's not floppy. But I don't know how much thinner. I mean, I guess I could see where you could get it thinner through here, but how much? I mean, how much is necessary, dude? That's not. Well, it looks thick when I stick it up there, but
is yours distally tapered? It's not really distally tapered, is it? Like your spine is pretty much the same all the way up.
From here, from here
up to about okay. Well, if you distally tapered it, you could get it a little thinner towards the front.
They were talking about though that you put a real light hollow all the way down the blade, and then you flat grind, so you actually end up with a low spot in the middle.
Yeah, that's like an S grind. Yeah,
so that the food falls off of it. I may be killing the sales much. Mine don't have that. I'd be really curious to see.
I mean, convex ground and convex edges are fucking great. It's just like, you got to be able to learn how to maintain them, and B, they have their own purpose. Like everything has its own purpose for sure. One Moon, not all day IPA. It's the Centennial.
From my understanding, convex is really just best at splitting wood, right? Like you were batoning wood.
Yeah, I mean, it holds a really nice edge, and it does a lot of good work, but it's its own thing.
Yeah.
One Moon, this one's 7.2. I'm pretty sure the all day is like 5 point something.
I am 3.2 minutes from falling the fuck asleep.
I want to learn how to S grind really bad for sure. You're about to pass out?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Well, I know they also, the video I watched on it said that one part of the S grind too said even if you don't plan on doing the S grind, if you're experienced enough to be able to know how deep, this guy recommended doing a hollow down the middle of every blade you make, even if you're going to do a full flat grind, to put a hollow right down the center of it, just a shallow hollow. That way, when you go to flat grind it, he said just that missing piece of metal in the middle causes that flat grind to go way faster. He's like, the time it takes to do the hollow and then the full flat is much faster than just doing a full flat.
Well, yeah, you can hog off more material faster with the hollow with the wheel, and then you go to a full flat. But it still ends up being a full flat.
Right. But I don't know that I'm good enough to know exactly how deep I can go. So I'm not willing to try that yet.
Kyle, do you follow Don Nugent? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll send you a link if you don't know who I'm talking about. Show me what, Aiden? One Moon for sure, man. That's like my go-to. Is a Centennial right here.
I didn't even drink on New Year's.
I mean, I didn't really do anything special. It was just a normal night, man. I don't fucking treat it any crazy these days. Zach who?
I love me some hollow grinds too. Even if they didn't work as well as a full flat, I love the way they look.
No, for sure.
Yeah. Zach Hughes Pie has shown everybody. I made my first
Zach stuff. What up, dude?
I made my first kitchen knife today. Excited about that.
Hell yeah.
And since you're here too, I didn't start out and didn't do this on purpose. But what do you think about this Contigo-esque fixed blade we got going on over here? It's kind of embarrassing because, like I said, I set out to make a Evo-inspired fixed blade.
Kyle.
And I failed miserably, but I think I did pretty decent at a Contigo styled fixed blade.
Kyle, who are you talking about making those Michelin chef knives? Dude, I've wanted forever to hit up a local chef in my city to sell them either a chef knife and or restaurant knives.
You're right. I left the choil out completely.
That's a fucking goal of mine, though, for sure.
But what do you see? Well, actually, I'll go get it. I can show it right now. I've never showed the bitch before, have I? Keep in mind, guys, the finger choil is way too large.
Stevie.
This will not be its final.
Kyle, thanks.
Its final form. I still have to do another one, and I'm going to do one in crew wear.
Patina needs more choil.
Yeah, let me go get it. I'll show you guys the bitch.
Yeah, I've always just been dude. I love fucking a high fucking full flat grind. That's what I like. I don't do a full flat grind. I always have a little bit of flat on my blades, but
if it don't touch the spine, I didn't do my job.
No, I mean I get that, and I like that for some things, but not like my folder blades. Only due to I like having a dynamic between the flat and the bevel and the swedge. Like I think that plays in with the overall aesthetic. Kyle, nice, thanks, bud. Funk wonky. Wonky is a pretty good fucking word. It's very similar to one of my favorite words, which is wangle. Due to its definition and the way it sounds. Wangle is one of my favorite words.
She taught me how to dangle.
Kyle, nice. Edge.
So
nice.
This is kind of where it started.
Aiden, what are you talking about? Great for fixture systems. Shit.
And I shrunk it tremendously, but I made the choil entirely too big.
It's still a pretty cool little fixie, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to make another, and I'm going to gain a 1/4 inch of sharpened edge just by fixing that choil. But I'm a fan of it so far. But this is not its final form. It will be really close to this. And yes, it has a hole in the blade for absolutely no reason. Go fuck yourself. I like it. And this is the Mad Yoko design. I don't know what he's going to name it yet. I'm just calling it the Mad Yoko.
Oh, shit.
This one's 3/32. We're
Hey,
gonna make
exactly. I like a little flat on my grands, man.
We're going to make the second one in 1/8 inch crew wear.
Paul, I don't know how that works.
I think this knife probably needs to be 1/8 inch, in all honesty. I think it might be a little bit thin at 3/32. It'll be a slicing machine. But that's the Mad Yoko. Yeah, I probably won't keep this one. I'll probably end up selling it too. But I got to hang on to it for a little while because I'm pretty happy with everything but that choil.
Our shear.
I may shrink the choil and fucking hate it more. You know what I mean? it may complete, but there's not a whole lot of usable.
If you just shorten the choil, not shrink it top to bottom, but shorten
Oh
it.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But see, when I
a
did
little
this,
more blade.
Yeah, when I did this, I didn't have my 1 inch,
No,
my
I
1
feel
inch drum
Yeah.
going my die.
I'm agreeing with you.
Dude, that 1 inch drum on a die grinder makes perfect finger trolls, even for my fat finger. It might be a little big for somebody, but that's just too much. I could gain a whole probably 3/8 of an inch more cutting blade there. Pudgy American is now accepting super chats again.
Our sheer wangle is like you're wangling somebody out of something, like you're obtaining. You're managing to obtain something.
I forgot all about that. I turned super chats back on. I tried to turn memberships
Wangle is
back
like
on.
my favorite word ever.
I tried to turn memberships back on, but dude, they just erased all my shit. Like I've got to set everything up again. I just want to show you guys what I've made on YouTube since I've been back. Y'all ready for this?
$8 and something?
Oh,
28 cents.
28 cents. So thanks to Stevie, I've now made probably $1.68 from his super chat and that 28 cents. But yeah, feel free to super chat away, guys. Guarantee they will be. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Am I supposed to ring a bell or clack knives together? Or the Bob DeMarco? I salute you, sir. Something. Hey, Zach, look there. Kind of like trimming the forest. I don't know what that means, Zach. I don't know what conversation you're having, but apparently I missed out.
Paul Mills, exactly. I think they make new clamps that you can clamp a full flat grind up to the spine, where it's angled all the way up to the spine. I don't know how it works on hollow grind knives, though.
Guys, I hadn't ate since lunch. Can somebody DoorDash me some food?
This man needs some Arby's. I mean, come on.
Yeah, can somebody buy my wife some tampons?
That's fucking right.
Holy shit, look here, take it off.
Damn, I mean, you might need a flash nipple at this point, bro. Oh! Oh, shit! Bust out the dollars, make it rain!
There they are. There they are in all their glory. Nerds.
Josh needs milk.
Oh, man. That's funny shit. You know what's funny is on this thing, when it shows my income, it actually shows back
Todd Carr, yes,
to April, when it shows I made $180 that you guys donated for my birthday. They never fucking paid me that money.
The best life, dude.
Kept that
you
shit.
Just gotta beat whatever was donated, and he'll put it back on. I promise. I want him to put it back on.
I come here for knives, not to get hard. Chocolate chip time.
Shearer, you came here for both.
Yeah. How much to put it on? You're not the first person to ask that. The best life. There's those oxidized pennies.
Pennies, you call me?
They are tiny, dude. I don't know why my nips are so tiny.
Those are pretty small nips. If they were baby pink, I might be texting you late at night.
Yeah. That's my style, dog.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, now I need to design a fixed blade. I will say this. If I could talk Tyler.
Our shit is foul as fuck.
If I could talk Mad Yoko out of this hole, I would be so happy.
I fucking hate putting thumb holes in knives, people. I will do it. If you order a knife from me, I'm down, but I fucking hate it.
This is what I was thinking.
It fucking sucks to do.
On this knife, what if I did a 3/8 hole here? Follow me now. 3/8 hole right here. And then a 5/16 hole, then a 1/4 inch hole, then a 3/16 hole.
You have a hung me a flat tire.
Mark Parks, you got it, buddy.
Javon, I did that when I was 17. Oh, what the fuck?
The man with the most cash wins. Sorry, y'all.
That's right. Don't applaud. Just throw dollars.
Yeah. Nobody you didn't have an opinion on that? The 4 staggering sized holes instead of this. But to get this though, when he wanted the design, he wanted this front to come to a point. I don't have anything to cut that point.
Stevie, that's actually funny you said that because I got a dude that wants a direct clone of my Ripley, but as a fixed blade. I mean, he wants it to look like a fucking folder straight up. That's on my book, so I have to build that. I'm even going to recess the spine in the handle a little bit in spaces so it literally looks like a fucking folder the whole time.
Kyle, I would honor that request, but you're a penny short, fucker. Your $1.99 ain't gonna cut it, son.
That's right.
Actually, it was $5 to take it off. That used to be the rule. And then 10, you got a nip shot. But it's been so long, I gave y'all the nip shot for free. Probably gonna wake up with my channel demonetized again tomorrow morning.
Possibly.
Yeah. I'm sorry it's a pain, but I want it how you did. Okay. No, I mean, we both knew it was going to be a pain, Tyler. There ain't no doubt about that. The only way to make that is to drill a hole and then fucking file. But I can do it.
Mad Yako, man, we don't care. I'm bitching about it because it sucks to do, but like we're down.
Yeah, man.
We're not saying we're not down. We're down to put it in work.
I want it the way you want it.
Exactly.
Ken, I do have a router. And I understand I could do it with.
I mean, you can a little bit, but you still got to do it by hand.
Because it's like the last thing I do.
You still got to do it by hand.
I've already ruined one. So, yeah.
I use that router I use the router for my stop in tracks and shit. But even after I rough them out, you still have to go in by hand and actually finish it off. Oh my gosh, damn! Woo! Woo!
Kyle paid the money, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. Kyle, you dirty, dirty bastard. Yeah. Who's fapping now?
And get this, Donnie. Have you seen that little pack of those little small, like, detail files they sell at Harbor Freight?
Yeah.
That's what I did that whole with.
Yeah, dude, I know. I've had like 9 sets of those. I've been wearing them out.
But here's the thing. Tyler wants to market this knife and try to say, and it's a cool ass knife, man. It feels
cool.
Great in hand. It'll be a great knife, but let's just go on a limb and say he sold 50 of them. It's gonna take me forever to file out all those holes.
Joe,
actually, if he sold
die filer, bro.
If he sells 50 of them, we're gonna get them fuckers water jetted and be done with it.
Get the fuck out of here, man. I've been looking for a die filer for a reasonable price for literally 4 or 5 years, man.
Is that one of those that's just juts back and forth?
Yeah, it goes up and down, but it holds a file.
Yeah.
Dude, die filers are so fucking boss.
Look, you get the nips, and you get a little epoxy that's stuck to my stomach from making snails.
Oh my god, a little snail trail of the knife variety. What the fuck?
Yeah, epoxy don't come off in the shower, yo.
How did you get epoxy on your belly?
I went in there in the middle of the night to check on it, and I bumped up against the paper.
Just rubbing it all over yourself?
Just slathered it on. Yeah. It puts the epoxy on its belly.
Archer, you just saw the bush, this hairy bastard. Did you see that?
How much for Bush?
It's not 70s Bush, but
you see these eyebrows? See how thin they're getting? Like I barely have eyebrows left anymore. My bush has gotten kind of the same way. I guess it's just part of getting old. I don't know.
Kyle, dude, for sure, man. I've been looking at getting one of those.
Yeah. It does look good, Tyler. And we'll continue on. Like I said, if it run into a situation where you manage to sell a bunch of them, we'll just get them water jetted. No difference.
Kyle, KH Daily makes a adapter. It's for a Milwaukee Sawzall, like a hand-powered one, and it holds those stones. Look into that shit.
Joe, you're 100% right because there's no way to adequately price filing.
That's right, Joe.
Filing a hole into a blade. You just
No, I'm not arguing with you.
You couldn't make that knife for. And in Nitro V, you couldn't make this for $300 if you priced it for what it was worth,
right.
In the time that it takes.
Joe, also, I don't think they make new die filers, man. You have to find an old one.
Oh, really? I used to watch this guy on YouTube called Artistic.
Maybe Sun. They do, but I don't think so.
Did you ever watch Artistic Sun? He makes handmade fixed blades on YouTube. He does some beautiful.
The Best Life, yes.
But he's got a sander that just moves back and forth.
Right.
And that's how he does his what do you call it? When you sand the knife this way?
Like hand
rub. It takes him like 5 minutes. And I remember Lindy at Knife Modders talking about how long it took her sitting there sanding that, and I was like, man, I believe I'd look into that tool because it does a beautiful job and takes all that work out of it.
That's how Brian does his it's one of those air powered ones, but that's how Brian does his mirror polished stonewash.
Is it? And it just juts straight back and forth.
Right? Yep.
Yeah.
I also wanted to be a rock star because I could do this.
I do this all the time. Sometimes it costs me money, sometimes it don't.
It's a Biodome reference. But,
That's what I'm talking about, Shay.
Yeah, air profiler, exactly.
Oh, okay. An air profiler might help me with that too. If there's like a 3/8 head or something I could put on it.
Well, they hold die maker stones.
Huh?
Like die maker or mold maker stones, those abrasive stones.
Oh, okay. I'd still have to.
Terry, exactly. Free refill with proof of purchase seal.
I'd still have to hand file the shape out, and then I could use that.
No, yeah, it was definitely
surfaces are.
This is for finishing, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. $450 for the air ones, at least the ones I could find.
Kyle, hit up Brian, Transparent Knives. I'm pretty sure he got his for less than that.
Well, my local gun buddy actually just got a mini mill, so they can start milling slides for optics.
Nice.
So I bet that mini mill.
That's right, Terry.
Just bore that thing right out for me, wouldn't it? I didn't even think about that. Stephen Baldwin's greatest role. I think Stephen Baldwin's greatest role was what was that movie where he had the threesome with that?
I don't know. I also liked him in Fled with Lawrence Fishburne when he was Larry Fishburne.
Was it called? I don't know.
They had the matching Ducatis.
Same way we'll talk. I got an option for that. It's French.
It's French. It doesn't even say that. It says that too with the coding.
Huh?
Where did you come up with French? Oh, did you just mix two fucking? You said you mixed Kyle's and Terry's messages.
Holy shit, I did. Shane, we will talk.
You said I got an option for that. It's French. What the fuck? That's so good.
I seriously did.
That's so good.
That's crazy. I got an option for that too with the coding. I'm so lost, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, I've got a pneumatic die grinder, right, Yoko? Oh, well, mine's quarter. But yeah, I've got an 1/8 one too. But my issue is it's no different than the router. The router does the exact same thing, and it's 1/8, but it's just being steady enough. Because, dude, I mean, if you just bump it a little bit and make that hole too big, in the garbage, let's start all over.
Yeah, man.
So some of it is my, my lack of fine motor skills.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, but that's real life. I use a die grinder to do my lock reliefs on my fucking lock bars, and dude, you fuck up once, dude, you're fucking sanding that whole thing for hours.
Yeah, it's not a fucking Edgy American Live if that comment don't pop up at least once in the chat.
Wheeze in the juice.
I feel like I have failed you guys as a host if Tinder don't say "damn it, Shane" at least once.
Nice.
I had no clue what you were talking about. I was like, Donnie's fucking drunk. I don't know what the fuck is he talking about. And I looked, I was like, I completely jumped from one comment to the next. But probably because I don't have my glasses on, I can't see shit. You can mount the Dremel upside down like a router and keep the blade flat on table. Yeah. Well, so yeah, I really just need to make a table for the router.
Yeah, making a table for the router is where it's at.
Yeah. Because it actually has a plate that you can put screws through to bolt it to the table, where the Dremel you'd have to engineer.
Well, and the router's got a lot more torque.
Yeah.
Like 69, but with a tool. Oh shit, Shane's got his cool glasses on, y'all.
Hey, Lisa. Remember that? What was it Pauly Shore said about girls named Lisa? They were whores or something. I don't remember.
Of course.
No, Tyler. No, buddy. I want to make the night the way you want it. We're just talking out of our heads, dude. We just, it's like any other job. You stand around bitching about it, thinking of the easier way to do it. I want it the way you want it, man. I don't mind at all. I was honored that you let me do it. But we are going to go 1/8 on the next one. I think this 3/32 is going to be a great cutter, but it's not going to be much in the tough part. This is literally the same thickness as that kitchen knife. It's actually from the same piece of steel. So, yeah, I was just saying. Okay, yeah, I got a router, pal.
Mad Yako, it's all cool. There's no tool for most things. We just make it work.
Yeah, man, we'll make it work. Don't change. No, absolutely don't. I would feel horrible if you changed your mind because of something I brought up. Now, if I brought it up and you thought about it and thought, you know what, man, I think that looked way better, then we'd go with it. But this is, being your first, we need to do it the way you want it done.
Most definitely. That's how I feel about it.
As Shane entered the Matrix. I took the blue pill. Whatever that means.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say I don't remember which one's which.
I don't remember.
Are you still asleep or are you now aware? I don't know.
I think the blue one's where he just went back to his life and he didn't know any better.
That's probably best.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at how it all ended, it'd have been better off with the blue pill.
It's me.
It's me. That guy we saw at breakfast was a tool.
You and your damn breakfast club, you bastards.
I saw there was a female at the breakfast club. Who brought a female to the He-Man Woman Haters breakfast club?
Why you all so weird about women being around this shit?
I'm just saying. Well, we let Iggy come too, so. But Iggy's different. Iggy gets a pass on every fucking thing.
Damn. Frankie.
Stevie. That's Frankie. I don't know who Frankie is.
I don't know who Frankie is.
Frankie the female, or did the female come with Frankie? Mine's got a flex shaft too, Todd Carr, but I've never used it.
Todd Carr, you got a router attachment? I got a die grinder. Send me a picture.
Mine may have a router attachment. It came with the damn flex shaft. I don't know.
Fuck that, Todd Carr. Send me a pic of your setup. I need to know what you're talking about.
I'm cruising down the street, me and my Jeep. There's a Lisa chilling solo, so I give it a beat, witness my wood and my helmet. To your donuts, kind of fresh. I want to glaze you. Lisa, 1991.
Nice.
Good job, Terry. I knew there was a Lisa reference. The only reason I knew it is because one of the stand-up comedies he was talking about. If you're ever looking for a whore, just go to a concert and shout Lisa, and just pick which one everyone answers. But at the time, my commanding officer that I hung out with a lot, his sister lived with him. Her name was Lisa, and we was all banging her, so that made sense. This is my Javon impression. These are not shades. These are blue blockers. I am not trying to look cool. I did not go to 47 Grateful Dead concerts. These are just blue blockers. Stiff Detent's wife. I bet she's happy. Married to a guy named Stiff Detent. Yeah, I had that album, Terry.
For sure.
They're kind of comedy royalty, though.
I mean, he's perfect for it.
Every comedian on the planet owes their career to his mom. Of course,
I know shit.
they had to bang her old wrinkly ass to get a spot on stage.
I'd have banged her old wrinkly ass for principal. I'm honored to serve.
That comedy album was pretty fucking epic too, by the way. I don't know if you're LOLing because you just found out that he did it, or if you're laughing remembering it. That Pauly Shore comedy album was pretty fucking good. 63 bitch never claimed to not be cool. Drip with swagger.
That's goddamn right.
I love how Javon has just been lurking for an hour.
He's young in his heart, motherfucker.
Yeah. Shane, start talking about the algorithm to really seal the deal on the Javon impression. Did you guys see today's episode of Steel Toe?
I don't know who that is.
It's this guy that begs for. I'm just kidding, dude. Javon talks about it all the time.
Oh shit.
He's just an e-beggar.
I don't even know.
Mitzi was ruthless. But dude, none of them are mad about it. Nobody filed a fucking sexual assault claim. They all just laugh about the fact that they had to bang Mitzi to get on stage. Nobody's upset. Terry, I've not heard. Andy Dick never. Don't get me wrong. I've seen funny moments, but he's just not my kind of comedy. Like Will Ferrell, in all honesty, he's not my.
I fucking hate Will Ferrell.
I don't.
Other than Talladega Nights and
Step Brothers.
Old School.
Yeah, there are scenes with Will Ferrell that I think are funny, but I can barely sit through a whole movie.
Todd Carr, thanks. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds fucking badass. 3.5 horsepower motor. What the fuck?
Dennis Leary, Dennis Miller. That dark kind of humor.
You know.
If you're not offending someone or pissing somebody in the crowd off, I'm probably not gonna laugh.
Norm Macdonald, Kyle. Norm Macdonald is the GOAT, man. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Stevie, I get it. Like, and I appreciate Will Ferrell here and there, but like overall, he's not for me.
Well, I'm not much of
that. But Talladega Nights, fucking gold.
I can't watch Saturday Night Live.
No, I was never into it either.
I will admit, dude, there are skits that I think are hilarious, but that goofy humor.
The other guys was pretty good.
I get bored with it pretty quick. But it is weird.
I'm not sure, Kyle. I've seen a bunch of random shit with him, but
it is weird that it grows on me because, like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, I didn't think were funny at all the first time I watched them.
I couldn't handle Step Brothers at all, but Talladega Nights is fucking hilarious.
The second time I was like, I laughed a few. By the third time that I was forced to watch it, I was laughing my ass off.
Stevie, that's dope.
That is pretty cool, Stevie. Well, I used to love Adam Sandler, and he's goofy comedy, but I don't know, man.
I was always 50-50 with him. It just depended on what it was. Todd Carr, In Living Color, I was fucking raised on, man. I fucking love In Living Color.
Yeah.
I mean, The Fly Girls alone, I was a kid, man. That sold me.
Look at this motherfucker.
The tensile strength on those glasses is fucking impressive. Javon, we love you.
I don't even know how much they will pop shut when I peel them off.
Stevie, the whitest kids you know was some of the most absurd shit I've ever seen, and it was pretty good.
Javon, check this out. Check this out when I put them up to my face now.
Homie, don't play that.
Look. That's how much I have to open them to get them to go on my face.
Wow.
They hit me in the eyeball.
Moon Fly Girls. That's right. It was always all black girls, but that one white chick was on there for a fucking ever because she could shake her ass.
Javon, these are proudly made by 8-year-olds in China, sold on Amazon for like $8 for 5 pair. And you can lie and say that they're blue blockers too if you want to. I just did it. Nobody argued with me.
I don't know if I ever saw the goods.
They're just straight up tinted reading glasses. because I wanted to look like a stud while I corrected my bad vision.
Homeboy Shopping Network. That's goddamn right. You know how much shit I bought out of a
What?
trunk?
Just come in here?
I used to buy cigarettes from my homeboy Pork Chop out of a trunk for like fucking 5 years.
Did Scotch just pop in, or has he been?
No, he's been like intermittent this whole fucking time.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen him, I think.
No, he's been like every half
What's
hour.
I got good news. I got tracking on Justin Sunstrick's knife and Tree Stabbing Troy's knives.
More money, more money, more money, more money. Stevie, I fucking love that movie too.
I have been stressing the fuck out of that. How are them Temu pants? Dude, I fell for that shit on Instagram, and I knew, but they had like 6 pair of cargo pants with all these pockets, these tactical cargo pants for like $28 on Instagram. So I put my money in. They took it. That's how long's that been, Kyle? 2-3 months ago. They got my ass. Don't fall for that shit.
Damn.
It's all scams, and all they're waiting on is people like me who are too lazy to argue with PayPal to get their refund. There, I already told it, Kyle. I didn't even need. Yeah,
That's right.
I think about getting a tomahawk, like that comes right up by my ear. What do y'all think? Tomahawk right here.
Why?
Because I'd look like a fucking badass.
If you weren't wearing those glasses, maybe I could have taken you seriously when you said that. But no fucking way.
It's way easier to lie with these glasses, though.
No
A buddy of mine did actually just get it, though.
Oh,
He's a lot younger.
Oh, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dying. Holy shit.
And it's like, one of those Celtic looking tomahawks, like a Viking tomahawk.
No, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I ain't, dude, nobody's ever touching my head with another tattoo machine.
No. I'm not even into getting tattooed anymore, I don't think.
I'm not either. I don't care for it. I don't enjoy it.
I mean, I never
Every
minded it,
one
but I also
hurts
don't
more
like
than the last
care
one.
enough to get any more.
Like every one you get hurts more than the last one did.
That's true life.
Like your body loses its resistance to it.
Javon, definitely not. I like Jelly Roll as a dude, but that dude looks like a piece of shit.
Clip in that moment. What are you talking about? I should get a Ritter Hogue tattoo. I was thinking about, I've got a bunch of spare skin. I was thinking about getting the Elemental Charge, the little square for vanadium right here.
That is so fucking nerdy.
I know. I like it, though. It might be right on top of my hand. Yeah. I'm going to get a Buck 119 tattoo. You fucking shit. Viking Tomahawk. Isn't that like Mexican pizza? You know what I meant.
I ain't never seen
a little one-handed Viking fighting axe.
I ain't never seen a cool knife tattoo that's not as far as like real knives go.
I was dating this girl in California, and her ex-boyfriend was half French and half Mexican. And we used to see him out all the time, dude. He was about half my size. And every time I'd see him, like at the mall or shit, I'd be like, "Bonjour, Holmes."
Nice.
He didn't think it was all that funny.
I bet not.
Yeah. Maybe that's why I got my ass kicked every time I went to Fresno. He probably posted a picture of me on. Yeah. Somebody told me Jelly Roll lost like 100 pounds. I mean, you can't tell yet, but
Stevie, man,
Stevie, I got.
that's the epitome of everything anyone hated tattooing.
What Celtic crosses? They suck.
Fuck yeah, dude. I've done a couple big ass Celtic pieces, and that shit is a nightmare, bro.
Yeah. A year ago, blind doing tribal.
Oh yeah, where you're
Dude,
just like black. You're
After
just
about
zoned
3
out.
hours, dude, you're just fucking blind.
Yeah.
Headache, your back hurts. I don't know what it is about tribal. Just packing all that black, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it is.
I remember I priced my first one like this huge tribal piece when I first started tattooing. I was like, $180. And he jumped right on that shit. Like
I bet he did. I bet he did.
4 hours later, I was like, this is the biggest fucking mistake of my. Dude, I started charging. That was the most expensive tattoo you could get in our shop. Was anything tribal.
Yeah, man, because it sucks.
Yeah.
To make it look good for what it is, it takes a lot of work.
And they're going to come back in a year with some fucking bald spots. They just are. No matter how deep, dark black it was when they left. My hardest got a tattoo, man. This dude was a good customer of mine, so I never complained. But we did free touch-ups for 3 years, Donnie. In the first 3 years you had the tattoo, if it needed touched up, we did it for free. This dude
pretty much did them indefinitely. So
this dude was a welder.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
That UV light from welding will literally burn the ink out of a tattoo. So he was constant. He had this.
Kyle, you fucking pussy.
His whole forearm was that Ruger Hawk.
Yeah.
Packed solid black. It wasn't like a realistic hawk. It was the outline of a hawk packed solid black. It's not tribal. And he'd come in with just damn white spots all in it from welding with no sleeves. Back to packing that shit. That was not the $180 one though, luckily.
Kyle, you ain't wrong. That shit's fucking intense. But if I ever had the chance to do it, I would accept it with no fucking hesitation.
I've been told it don't hurt anymore because that.
No, fuck that. I've watched it happen, and that shit does hurt more.
Because I don't think it going in and out of your skin is as bad as a tattoo machine. Because a tattoo machine is literally dragging through your skin, just creating.
Yeah, but it's so fucking fast. You're feeling this fucking percussion every time. You know what I mean?
Like, dang, Ross, I thought about it and backed out. I was really close, and I also thought about getting the Virgin Mary on, but I'm not Catholic, so I didn't do it.
Kyle, I'm not necessarily arguing with you, man. This shit is fucking super intense, but I would never pass on it.
But that movie did inspire me to get my first tattoo. It was that one.
If I had the opportunity, I would never pass.
I was way too big into.
I want to get tattooed by Horiyoshi 3, and that's how he lines the shit with a machine, but he taps everything else.
The only cool tribal I've ever seen was the tribal on George Clooney in From Dusk Till Dawn. The way
Of course you would say that.
The way that shit peeked up out of his fucking t-shirt on his neck. That was so badass, man.
Get out of here. Tribal's never been cool ever.
That's the only cool one I ever saw. How many tribals did you have to do? Like
so many.
The one on Goldberg.
I've done Goldberg's. I've done the one From Dusk Till Dawn or renditions of it. You know, I've done all of those, man.
Yeah. I started to just get the one piece that come up my neck. I take my shirt off. There's nothing attached to it.
Nice. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
Dude, my first tattoo idea. I paid for my first tattoo before I even knew I wanted one, and knew what I was going to get. I had so I'd never met any of the guys in the tattoo shop, and they pulled up in this piece of shit Nova, 4-door Nova, with flat black spray paint, but this badass flame job on it. And they all piled out, and I was like, look at these fucking thugs, man. And they came in, he was like, hey, I got a lifted Dodge. Somebody told me they needed a hub bearing. You do that? And I was like, yeah. So I looked up and gave him a price, and he's like, you wouldn't be interested in trading that for some tattoo work, would you? And I was like, okay. So I put his hub bearing in. He didn't really give me a price. He's like, just come by and tell me what you want, man. He knew I wasn't going to, brand new, I wasn't going to want a whole fucking sleeve.
Right.
My original, because this was a Ram 2500 with 44-inch Mickey Thompsons on it. That was like dark blue with a green flame job that was badass too. It's in the Yellow Wolf Kicking video. Towards the end of the video, you actually see the guy that taught me how to tattoo, Jeremy Crawford. Him and that little 20-year-old he was dating at the time climbing out of that truck. But anyway, my first idea, because I was big into off-roading, was I was going to get a set of Super Swamper Bogger tracks going around my arm.
The Boggers, yes.
Boggers, yeah. He was all about it. He was going to do it. And then I remembered this movie and was like, no, I know what I want. I didn't get my first tattoo. I got this at 35 on my 35th birthday.
Nice.
Didn't have a single tattoo before that.
Damn. I started at fucking 16.
Scotch. I can't say nothing, dude. I don't want no more tattoos. I'd almost do it just to piss Donnie off, but
Oh,
it ain't worth it.
No, fuck that. I'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Kyle, I get it, but I ain't dragging my balls 2,000 miles of anything to eat no one's ass.
Stevie, I feel like you're being a sarcastic.
But yes, From Dusk Till Dawn, choice.
Because no, I'm not in that video. Meathead is in that video.
Nice.
But all my footage,
I'll be right back.
Something wrong with all of it. It was all blurry or whatever. It all got cut. So I didn't make it in that video or the what was it? Rollout. What was that song they played the national championship game? It was Kid Rock and Yellow Wolf did together. I worked like 4 or 5 days in a row on that video, and it all got cut too. That's exactly right, Kyle. And dude, you can see Meathead's face in that video. That son of a bitch is lower tabbed out his mind. His eyes are barely open. Daddy's Lambo. You could tell his money had changed because from the kicking video, everything was, the vice president of Sony Urban Music came down for that. And he was just paying for everything on credit card. But by the time the fuck was the name of that song with Yellow Wolf and Kid Rock? It was a big hit. It was probably his biggest hit ever. But I remember he was driving a new Toyota Tacoma and he handed me the keys and just a roll of $100 bills and said, "Go get beer." And I was like, "How much beer?" And he's like, "Whatever the bed of that truck can hold." So I literally went and covered the whole bed in like 6 inches of ice, filled it all with beer, covered those with about 4 inches of ice, just literally stacked beers touching each other, another 4 inches of ice, beers. And I spent like $480 something on packing the bed of a Tacoma with beer. There's never a lack of alcohol when Yellow Wolf's around. He's actually a really enlightening guy to hang out with and talk to. He's
Daddy's Lambo. Nice.
His music doesn't reflect his poetic side, but he's a very poetic person.
Who?
Yellow Wolf.
Yellow Wolf?
Yeah.
His music does if you fucking listen to it.
Well, I mean, I feel like I listened to it first, so.
Yeah, but I'm saying like some of his earlier shit, maybe
well,
not. But some of his later music, that's way more.
His first mixtape, "Pissing in a Barrel of Bees."
Well, yeah.
That CD got popular inside the Etowah County Jail. Like that was the only people listening to it. They got a hold of it, and when they would get out, they would play it for somebody, and that's how he blew up. Was because of inmates at the county jail.
I get it.
Pissing in a barrel of bees. But to be honest, as much as I love Wayne, I mean, I doubt he remembers my name at this point, but as much as I like the guy, his rap is not my style.
Yeah. Most of his shit ain't my style. I like about fucking 20% of all of his catalog.
Yeah. And he's right. It's Let's Roll.
Most of his shit is country, honestly, and I'm not into that.
Josh, if you've seen the video for Let's Roll, at the end of it, when you can tell it's being filmed from the front of a boat, that's Meathead's pontoon boat. Meathead had the whole crew on his boat drinking beer, and they were going down the Coosa River at sunset, filming the river. I think they paid him. Pretty decently for that trip too.
I bet.
But yeah, I think, yeah. What the hell? Yeah. There it goes. Let's Roll was after Sony Urban when he signed with Shady Aftermath.
You know what's funny about and fucking Yellow Wolf? I don't know who in the crowd here is actually into hip hop and shit, but if anybody knows who King ISO is, he's been touring with like Tech Nine for the last 5 years. I taught that dude how to skateboard. Like that dude used to like live in my neighborhood. Now that dude travels the globe. I'm not friends with him anymore. Like we're not homies or nothing. But like when we see each other at shows, like he's like, "Oh yeah, what up, Donald?" You know, like blah blah blah. But like we're not friends by no means. But
Yeah, that's how it would be.
it's just weird how small the world works like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how it would be if I ran into Wayne.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we knew each other, but like we're not friends at this.
Every time I see him, he's always like, "How's your girl?" She good. He just remembered because like right before he signed with Shady Aftermath, his agent got him booked for a show in Birmingham at the Nick. No, you have to keep in mind the Nick is it's a metal bar.
Yeah.
Like the walls are just plywood painted black, and there's 5 million staples in them. You know, where they just cover the walls in paper posters. So it was really out of place for him, but he didn't even have a way to get there. He didn't have a vehicle. Yeah. So we drove him there.
Yeah.
And he was using shitty cell phone internet trying to download his music so he could have music played in the background when he rapped. Barely got it all done. He went on at 4 a.m. He played in front of the 5 of us that brought him and 3 other people.
Kyle, for sure, man. I've been there with a couple artists.
The reason why that's funny, he did that whole show to a crowd of 8, and 5 of those people drove him there. A week later, it was when he got the phone call and he flew to Detroit and signed with Shady Aftermath and left with it. You ever heard him tell a story about his first trip to Walmart?
I think so, actually.
So Eminem gives him a $2 million check.
Yep.
Buys him a tour bus, all this shit. He puts it in the bank, goes to Walmart, takes his mama, all his family to Walmart, dude. Just pretty much one of them, whatever the fuck y'all want kind of trips. You know what I mean? They got big screens and sound bars. Gets up to the register. It fucking denies his credit card because he didn't know that a check that big had to sit in the bank for like 2 weeks before it would clear.
Right.
And put all that shit back.
Damn.
He ain't embarrassed to tell the story, dude. I know he's told it publicly.
Yeah. He knows where he comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not the first time he's had to put shit back at Walmart. Yeah. Did you see the video he did with that?
Shane been cooking up something.
How cool is that? All I gotta do is lift my eyebrows, trigger them shades.
Y'all know who King ISO is, though. Look him up, man. That shit is dope.
I've heard of King ISO. I think my wife's listened to him. She has a much broader range of music.
I'm telling you, man. Check him out. He's from my city, and he's all about mental health and shit. Like, the dude came up poor as fuck, lived on the street, literally was homeless, blah, 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 blah.
How I met Wayne, and I call him that now because I don't think people would use his real name for a long time, but now he's been kind of open about it.
My boy's name is
the Athas in this county. The best way to know an Atha was to have been to Etowah County Jail.
Yeah.
All the Athas, you're born an Atha, the cops are just going to be on your ass forever.
Yeah.
And so his name's Wayne Atha, but he used to bring his kid. He was married to this black chick named Meta, and they had the most beautiful little boy the most beautiful kid I've ever seen, dude. He's a model in LA now, but he had this long, flowing, but like really soft, curly hair. And he used to bring his kid. When I worked at Express Oil Change, we were just around the block from where he grew up. East Gadsden's the rough part of town here. And, you know, they put a curb all the way around the property. So it was like primo skateboarding place because the back parking lot was really big.
Yeah.
So he would bring his kid up there to skateboard, and it was always really cool. He'd come up and ask just to make, because we had this one boss that would have fucking raised hell if he knew. He'd come, hey man, is it cool if we skateboard? I let him skateboard. He was teaching his kid how to fucking how to grind and kick flips and shit. Yeah. But yeah, now his kids, like I said, his kids modeling in LA for somebody. I don't know. But
yeah.
Just one of them absolute beautiful little mixed boys. You know.
That's what the mixed kids, man. They're always the cutest, man, for sure.
Yeah, either they're like my nephews, either that or they're fucking enormous. Like both of my nephews are over 300 pounds.
Damn.
But one of them's got the fucking baddest afro I've ever seen, dude.
Nice.
If he was sitting here right now, his afro would go past the camera.
Nice.
It's fucking. If you pull it and straighten it out, It goes down to his butt. He's a good kid, man. He takes good care of my mama.
That's good.
Almost brings a tear to my eye because people ask him how he turned out so good because he did not grow up well. And anybody asks him, he'll tell you that I taught him everything he knows about being a man, and it almost brings a tear to my eye because he's doing shit that I should be doing. You know what I mean? But
Rugged, rough, and tough with my Afro pups.
Yeah.
Kyle, the more I hate you, the more I fucking like you, buddy.
Donnie, he got a job at Walmart, and they love him there. They want to put him through management. I think he's about ready to start taking those steps. But
Kyle?
he already makes pretty decent money with them. And he called me. He was like, I'm going to buy a car. I was like, Andrew, that's a pretty big decision, man. Because I gave him a Kia Sorento so that he could work and help take care of my mama. I said, that's a pretty big decision. You don't have a car payment, blah, blah, blah. Are you sure you can afford it? He's like, I can barely afford it, but I can do it. And I know he's very responsible. So this kid goes out and buys him a convertible Camaro, like a late model convertible Camaro. Dude, I'll be driving through town and see that some bitch coming, this bright red Camaro convertible, and his fucking afro is just in the wind. And he's got awesome. He's got Evanescence cranked to fucking 100 on his stereo. All he listens to is emo rock. He's never listened to rap.
That's terrible.
There's nothing about rap. Yeah,
awesome.
He's been in love with that chick. What was her name? Haley.
I don't know.
Punk rock chick, Haley.
From Evanescence?
No, he likes Evanescence, but his dream girl is that Haley chick from. Come on, somebody. Flyleaf? Is it Flyleaf?
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amy Lee.
It's just odd to see a 350-pound mixed kid with a huge afro and a Flyleaf. Haley Williams from Paramore. That's it. Thanks, Arshir.
Oh, Paramore. All right.
We've probably got a dozen Paramore t-shirts. How do you even get a Paramore t-shirt in 8X? I didn't know where to get some at.
I'm sad all you people know who Paramore is.
Yeah. Well, Haley Williams was she was cute. She was just that ultimate girl chick, with the hair cut at a 45 across her face.
Yeah, I made fun of those bitches.
Yeah, but dude, they were dead inside.
I know, but I still like my bitches to think they were models and had nails. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But dude, it's been almost 4 hours, Donnie. I'm fixing to call it.
All right, that's your prerogative.
I got to take my medicine and shit.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was
Absolutely.
Good chilling.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you're interested in anything, I will be showing unsold product.
You'll be showing more nip as long as you're paying.
If you're paying, I'm showing nip. The fuck?
I just got back. Brian, go live. I'll tune in and fucking heckle you.
I don't know if you remember how it works here, but $5 gets the shirt off, $10 gets a nipple shot, and the homie's paid up. So
I mean, you got to at least pay $30 to keep us online here. It's not my channel.
Yeah,
and I'm not entertaining enough to do it alone. Y'all will just be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, in all honesty, we repeat a lot of the same shit over and over.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And by the way, Brian, these are not sunglasses; these are blue blocker glasses.
He's that old.
That's
Brian.
a complete fucking lie. But I got it from Javon, so I'm just going to run with it.
Y'all have a good week. They're both old.
Yeah, y'all have a good week. I love y'all. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for tuning in.
Peace.